Vegeta, what does the scouter say about their subscriber count?
It's 9,010.
Wait, so you mean...
Yes, Nappa. It's over.
It's over?
It's over 8,000!
What eight? Wait, what?
There is a story so strange in its implications that it defies ordinary classification.
I don't care if your waifu been keeping that juicy all night. If you up, smash that like button. Welcome to Black and the Black Times Infinity. I'm your host, Cthulhu's about to come to you live direct from the stack. Smoke me out, family. That dang shit on my left. Stitch.
If your team ain't in the Super Bowl, I can't relate.
On my far right, engineering on the ones and twos. Chocolate people out on the threes and fours Chronos.
Can you impeach dankness?
Ooh.
I don't think you can.
I thought it was going to be rhetorical.
Yeah, I think it's the first or second, some kind of amendment.
Yeah, you can't do it. I say no. In the middle, we got the oldest ninja in the world, old ninja.
Y'all don't deserve the Snyder Cut.
Oh, you coming for heads tonight.
Oh, God.
Last but not least, we got your boy Blue.
Ring doorbells did to Ding Dong Ditch as caller ID did to prank calls.
Is that a tongue twister?
No, that was one of them
little bit,
allegory kind of
yeah.
things.
Limerick.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys heard about. Yeah, guys heard. The reason why I brought it up because I guess there was I don't guess. There was a fucking. I guess some kids were playing Ding Dong Ditch, and the guy who they Ding Dong Ditch got mad and chased after him in his car and killed 3 kids.
God damn!
Yeah, I saw that. That's crazy.
Hey, well, you know what? That's peak fuck them kids, though.
Yeah, that show the fuck is. He ran them off the fucking road.
You gotta learn how to run. You got dodge.
Damn.
You got zigzag,
Wait,
serpentine.
Like, how much
Dodge,
do you care
dip,
about?
dive, run, dodge.
How much do you care about like the human life if you're just being inconvenienced by a ding dong ditch and you kill them forever?
Children.
Yeah.
You gotta be in the middle of
the
some dank ass pussy.
Just mad all the fucking time.
Who told you that child murder wasn't funny? Come on.
On like some premium like Snapchat kind of like
TikTok shit.
Skype thing.
Yeah.
You get locked out your house or something. You get charged $5 a minute.
Fucking shit. That's
It's so
good.
fucked up.
Here we are, gentlemen. Oh, who
at
we
it
got as
again.
the listener of the week?
Listener of the week would be Anthony Wells. Thank you very much. And first in the chat would be Tracy. What's going on?
Oh, I know Tracy. What's up, fam?
Actually, no, I'm going to stop giving whole names from now on.
T-Bird,
I'll
then?
just say your first. No. I didn't say his last name. It's
Okay.
Tracy.
Just Tracy.
Even though
Yeah.
I guess his name is in the chat if you want to know who he is.
Yeah, Tracy's good.
Yeah.
Tracy's great people.
And
He's
some-
always tagging me on Twitter. Like, he doesn't want to retweet some of, like, the hentai that I post, but he'll DM me and be like, hey, look at this. And I'm like, dude, I saw that, like, 20 hours ago. But that's all right. What's up?
Oh, we got somebody in the chat room that is Korean.
Ooh, wait, are they using...
They're using kanji, which looks like Korean.
Oh,
Looks
shit.
like Japanese.
Oh yeah, that's totally Korean.
Pretty sure
Oh,
it's Korean.
shit. Look at
I
that.
gotta
Let's
run
say
through-
buttermilk.
Gotta run through the translator.
Wait, through to the translator, it said buttermilk? Is that what?
No.
their name is buttermilk.
Oh, yeah, he dropped,
Is it-
he
gotta
dropped
go.
even more Korean.
Yeah, it's all good. I got Google Translate. I'll get to you, fam.
That's fucking awesome, man. I love it.
People like drop in from Brazil all the time. We chat back
True.
and forth.
That's-
But sometimes they're like a little too needy. I can't chat the whole time when I'm trying to talk and shit.
Where is the react? Now, we
Yeah,
need it.
we need react.
That was a
right.
terrible Brazilian accent. All right.
A few people out there saying they miss it.
I know. We're going to bring it back, goddammit.
Yeah.
I mean-
Stay patient.
I mean, we
bring it
miss
back.
it too.
Yeah, I
Our
miss-
reaction
hell
is gold.
yeah.
There's so much. We missed literally a whole year of reaction.
Oh
We're
man,
going to bring it for them.
Anita's been missing us. I heard her viewer count's gone down. We need to help
Mm-hmm.
her bring them back up.
Look,
All us, man.
those reacts taught me about K-pop. I didn't know anything about fucking K-pop, and I was like, okay,
and
you know.
K-Rock too.
Yeah.
the rock band.
Yeah, actually, it was what got me was baby metal.
Yep.
That had no idea.
Well, shit, BTS is a
BTS,
worldwide phenomenon.
They're like
Yeah.
coming back
Oh,
to the Bay Area.
Bro, they're selling BTS dolls at Target.
yeah.
That's what fucked
Yeah,
me up.
I saw
I
that.
saw that shit. I was like, what the fuck? In
Yep.
fucking Target.
Yep.
In the Bay.
They're bigger than NSYNC was.
Oh, yeah.
fuck yeah.
Way more. Way more.
They're up there with Menudo.
Holy shit. Oh, shit.
Damn.
Damn.
We are old as fuck. Most people won't even get that reference. They'd be
Yeah,
like,
right.
soup?
What? The pig intestine soup? That's what it is,
it's
right?
tripe. No, it's stomach lining. I've had it before.
That's, yeah.
It's great for if you have hangovers.
That's what they say.
I'm happy Menudo.
Because I have
okay.
some of my best friends in the Marine Corps. I used to hang out at their house all the time, and they were Mexican.
Mm-hmm.
We had that every now and again.
Yep. I had some folks try to give it to me. I wasn't drunk enough. Old Ninja, do you have anything for pouring out liquor I'm looking at you.
Yeah, we're gonna pour out some old English
What you doing?
for a British comedian, Terry Jones. He's part of the Monty Python crew.
Okay.
He passed earlier today. He was actually co-writer on the Jim Henson film Labyrinth. He wrote one of the first drafts, the one with the puppets and Jennifer
That
Connelly.
shit that scared the shit out of me when I was 5 or 6 years old.
Probably, no idea. But yeah, Terry Gilliam, one of the original Monty Pythons, co-writer of Monty Python and Holy Grail. He was 77. I'm not a huge Monty Python fan, but I give mad respect because they were challenging a lot of things, especially they're making fun of the monarchy a lot. And a lot of people thought that something bad was going to happen to them, but they didn't give a fuck. They just kept going. And much respect to them. I know they have a huge fan following. I know that they push a lot of boundaries, but RIP to Terry Jones.
Seems like their following logically is bigger overseas than it is here.
But I mean,
but I've heard of them.
yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I know a lot of people that like say that they're one of the best like comedy teams to ever grace the planet, and that's here in the States. So. I just never liked their type of humor. I just didn't get because I don't know like British culture that well. I didn't know about the monarchy or anything like that. But the stuff that they're doing like via skit wise was like never been done before. Nobody's seen that, and no one had outright like challenged the monarchy like they did. So props to them.
Good shit.
Yeah.
Good shit.
R.I.P.
You're saying
Terry
the
Jones.
monarchy, right? Not the monarchery.
He got a list,
yeah,
man.
I got a list.
He got a
The
real
monarchy?
list.
The mockery.
The mockery.
We went to the same school.
Almost spit out my drink.
Kronos, we got a very special thing to start it off with. Why don't you set us up? We got something special, right?
Yeah. So a couple of weeks ago, somebody hit me up on Twitter asking to send me something, and I was just like, "You sending me dick pics or anthrax or what's going on here?" They're like, "He's a pretty cool guy," and I told him to DM me for get my address, and he sent me a package. I got it. I think it was yesterday.
It wasn't ticking or anything, obviously.
No. But I made sure my girlfriend wasn't home. So, I'm alive, so it definitely wasn't anthrax or a bomb. When I opened it up, though, what I saw was this first issue of Silver Surfer Black, which I have, but it's signed by Trad fucking Moore.
What?
Who's the artist?
Damn.
And he's like one of my favorite artists of all time.
Fancy fucks.
He's the guy who did the Luther Strode series.
Yeah.
The new Ghost Rider stuff. With was it not Jaime Reyes? What's the kid's name? The new Mexican driver.
Hernandez something.
Something like that.
Ah,
Forget his
can't
name.
Wait, we talking about the new?
It's
The new Ghost Rider.
The Ghost Rider in the fucking Charger.
Oh,
Yeah.
The Ghost Driver.
Yeah. But Chad Moore is he's a really good artist. Anyway, inside of this badass gift came a letter, and I gotta be honest, I teared up a little bit when I read it. I never received a letter like this before. I'm not gonna read it verbatim, and I'm gonna protect the guy's actual government name. But his name is Sol Ronan. We'll call him that.
Yep.
And he sent all of us a letter, basically. He's been a long-time listener to the podcast, and apparently he works at a job that he can't fucking stand. He's been working there for a while.
Ouch.
And he's been listening to the podcast, and he said that basically we motivated him to do something different. He's going to get into IT, so he's
Nice.
starting to take classes to get certified with the first few certifications that you kind of need. It's Security Plus, was it A Plus? There's a couple other ones too, the basic certifications.
Yeah.
So he can get out of this shit job. And we've all here probably worked shit jobs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Still do.
Yeah. So sometimes it's hard to get out of these motherfucking jobs.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
It is.
And just to hear that somebody took motivations from things that we've said on this podcast was pretty cool. In particular, he was talking about the fucking Aunt Becky shit while she was buying her kids into college.
Oh yeah. I remember that.
What do you say? It's fraud ass Aunt Becky?
Yeah, fraud ass ain't shit on Becky.
Yeah.
that is verbatim what he said.
Nice.
And,
Quoted.
he said he's from the South and he sees shit like that happen all the time. And
Yeah.
the thing that inspired him is when I talked about not needing to necessarily go to college to succeed. You don't need college. I think it's I think the percentage is it's not 8%. I know 8% are in STEM fields,
Okay.
but in general, out of all Americans. But I think the average people that graduate from college, I think it's 25%, maybe 30. So your odds of actually graduating are fucking low anyway. And
Yes.
the odds of you doing the job, the path that you chose, in college that you got a degree in, it's even lower than that.
Yeah.
And
that's true.
for the vast majority of Americans, college is probably not for them. But for some people it is. It is for them. You can definitely succeed going there. But there's another path that I think that a lot of people don't hear about that I talk about all the time to people. It's like, listen, probably off better, doing some kind of trade school. Trade school is definitely probably the best route for most people. Or getting into IT and like taking the certification route. That's another very good route. It's way easier. It's fucking way cheaper. And working in IT, it's very lucrative.
Deathstroke was a mercenary. That worked for him. I'm sure.
Exactly. He didn't go to no fucking college.
Yeah.
He was a businessman with a plan.
Yeah. So yeah, he's working on his A+ certification right now and stuff like that. So it's really cool. And he's also going back to the gym and starting to lose weight. And
There you go.
And he's starting to take up martial arts. So
There you
just like,
go.
dude, that's pretty awesome. So just the fact that we could touch one person, touch them in a good place.
Yeah, appropriately touched.
With consent.
Pause.
Oh yeah, with consent. He consented.
Get
Wait,
that
y'all
glove.
got bags? I didn't.
That's
Every week I'm all up in you.
Oh damn.
We'll show you on the beer where we touch it. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's just like the random email that we got from the woman who was in college.
Yeah.
That she did her
She
thesis.
went to a panel.
Yeah, like doing a
Yeah.
PhD shit.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
like, holy shit.
She came to our panel, and we
Yeah.
inspired her,
Yep.
which was crazy. That blew my mind.
And that was one of our first fucking panels.
Yeah.
Oh,
we
yeah,
were just shooting the shit.
yeah. So,
We always do that.
and he actually commented on like he likes how we bring the dankness, but we talk about some real shit every now
Yeah,
and
we
then
do.
too. So
Yeah.
we try to keep it some serious, mostly on the bullshit side, but every now and again we'll talk about serious shit. Like when I went on the fucking war rant, but and then you talked about the Amazon shit, which was hilarious to me.
I can't believe I missed that episode. I got to go back and listen to it. I don't think I was there for that one.
Dude, that was so
you
fun.
weren't.
It's going to be on the Golden Egg Plans for
Nice.
this year.
Already with
Easily.
nominees.
Yeah.
boy.
So yeah, shout out to So Ronan.
Is he in? Well, I don't know if he's in the chat.
I don't think he listens live.
Okay.
I think he
He's probably working that shitty job still,
yeah.
or studying.
Or- yeah. Yeah, but I told him if he ever needs help in the IT field, like any advice or anything like that, just hit me up and I'll help him out. So
Dude, we're
if
helping.
can.
I like
Yeah.
that shit, man. We started off with some good feeling shit.
Positive
Yeah.
black
Yeah.
role models.
Look at
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Who'da thunk?
Not me.
Not our parents.
Well, what's funny is I was talking to K-Mac right after I got this letter, and I was like, this kind of inspires me to like want to try to get a message like that out there to more people because even obviously I'm black, right? But when I grew up, I didn't have like an inspirational figure. Like everything that I did, I just I was real self-motivated. And I was thinking like, up until like this point, a couple other points in my life, it's just like, why doesn't everybody just fucking do their own shit? I mean, it's not hard. I mean, it's hard, but it's not that hard. But at the same time, if somebody could have helped me like early in life, my life would have been way fucking easier.
Oh, yeah.
So I think there is some value in like actually helping people or just talking to them about different paths in life and like just showing them there's like a different way and you don't have to work some shit job for the rest of your life just because you don't have a degree or just because whatever reason there's other routes that you can take it. Some people they don't even fucking know those exist.
True.
It's interesting because I can't remember if it was me and you, Cronus, where we were at some con and somebody approached us. It was a black man out here in Oakland. Maybe it was Prodigy. But he talked about how he does like an after-school program for inner city kids.
Yes.
And he
yes.
wanted to see if we can come and like speak or something like that about like the field of work we do.
And I didn't follow up. I should have.
I know he reached out to me, but I was like swamped with a bunch of work. I think I still have his number.
I mean,
You failed the black community.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Well, I was also kind of shy to do it just because, even though I talk here on the podcast, like it's hard to talk in front of people. But then again, like I also have my little lisp and talking different ways and stuff like that, and it's kind of embarrassing. I don't want to be that kind of role model to kids, Be like,
What the fuck?
this fool can't even say chimney right.
Sorry, hold on. You're not gonna talk shit about your own self on this goddamn fucking show. You have done the Fanime panel. Literally this past year.
I know, and I've interviewed a bunch of people. But man, that takes a lot of
You taught me about Pain
Yeah.
from Naruto. You've interviewed people. Come on now.
Yeah,
It
what's
gets
it called?
hard.
Michelle Nichols and everything.
Yeah.
Man, that's
Man,
my
give
crowning
yourself some
achievement.
fucking props.
But it took me forever to remember her fucking name, which is.
And you get so many broads to get nude for your photograph. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I said that out
Sweetness
loud.
might be listening.
Man, Sweetness about to come out here with the knife,
Excuse me.
Gotta have
sloppy
that
grin.
couch ready.
Yeah. What?
casting
Couch.
Oh my god.
Should have the fucking driveway ready. My shit on the left.
Said too much.
Yeah.
But no, we've done some stuff. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
And this year we're gonna do more. I mean, just in general, after the Infinity Base is done, we're gonna ramp up on like doing panels again, shit like that.
yep.
I want to give some more stuff away. I think I bought a book that I'm gonna give away when we get the Infinity Base up.
Yeah.
It's where is it? There's a book. See up right up there.
Like a whole pile of
pull
books,
that,
man.
And then that book right there. Yeah, hand that to me.
What's this one?
So this book
Feels new.
How to take it from behind.
It's The Land, founding, and it's a book by Aileron Kong. He's Dr. Aileron Kong. He's a doctor. He is the guy, I talked about it previously on the podcast. He started this American lit RPG, which is basically a literary RPG, like a literary role-playing game.
Oh, I thought it was just a lit RPG. Like,
No, it's basically it's like a video game in a book. So it's like it's really cool, and it's like this whole new in America. He's the first guy who started
Them
it.
graphics look terrible though, bro.
Yeah. But I'm gonna give this away because he's black also.
Okay.
And the book series is fantastic so far. I haven't read the latest one because I'm waiting for it to come out in audiobook, and they don't have the physical copy yet. They only have the Kindle, and I don't like reading stuff on a screen like that anyway. So I'm gonna give this away once we are done building the base. I'm gonna probably start getting together just like more random shit to give away after the base is done.
Good shit.
Yeah, like books, video games, stuff like that.
Yeah, we already gave out Weeb Hunter
We
to
did.
my boy Kareem down there in San Diego.
Is he playing with you?
He yeah. Well, I haven't played with him, but he's leveling up. I mean, he's too low rank. You know what I mean?
So what?
out there killing
Don't
just
be-
rabbits and foxes.
don't
You know what I mean?
Don't be like that. Help your boy out. I mean, even if you're high rank or even master rank, there's still something in it for you. You get something. So,
All right.
You don't get nothing out of that game.
Ah.
You definitely don't get pussy out of that game. Negative 20 charisma.
just fucking palicos and
Never
dinos.
let down.
yeah. And the handler.
Yeah, exactly. Wishing you could fuck the handler.
Oh damn.
Do we want to start with some gaming stuff, or do we want to start on the
Oh.
big pink elephant in the room?
No, we need to start. It's not on the list on here, but we gotta talk about something Blue brought up.
Oh shit! What the fuck?
What I
Blue
do
brought
now.
this up last week. It wasn't on the radar. I knew nothing about it. I don't think he knew about it
He
until he
didn't know
saw
about it.
it.
How he gonna talk about it?
But
Well,
he
yeah,
brought
I
it. He
came
saw it
across
like
it,
that
yeah.
day. Yeah, he just came. I have no idea how he found it, but we're talking about this Deathstroke Knights and Dragons.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's on CW Seed. It's only been one episode, and the first episode is like 40-something minutes.
And it's been like 2 weeks since it came out.
Yeah,
That hasn't
I
been
mean,
another-
Is it free? Is CW free?
yes,
CW Seed is free, yeah.
Both of them are free.
And there's like an app for it?
Yeah,
or?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
There's an app.
so the CW Seed and the CW app are like the same. So
Okay.
you just scroll all the way down, and you'll see CW Seed stuff because there's shows that are exclusive to CW Seed.
Yes.
Just one point of clarification. Are there ads on it too, or is
Yes.
it like behind? If you pay, then there's
no,
no
there's
ads.
no
Is
pay.
that how it works?
There's ads. It's a
Yeah.
free app. That's why there's
100%
ads.
free, no ads. I mean, there's
There are
ads,
ads.
but you don't have to pay for it.
Okay.
Yeah,
But you can download it to your phone, and you can Chromecast it or Apple Play or Apple Air it from your phone to your TV, which is kind of cool.
yeah, and it's off. I mean, I use it on my Xbox. It's on the
The
PS4.
what box? I don't even know. What is that thing? People still use that thing?
God,
Is that like an
dang.
Atari or some shit?
Ah, damn.
It's like
You act like
Xbox.
it's old. But yeah, Deathstroke, Knights and Dragons. This is dank. I mean,
It is.
there's blood, guts, amputations. There's like
Cursing.
there's swearing on a free app. Like what the fuck? And this is the CW, something you wouldn't expect.
Is it
I
in the
didn't
same
expect-
vein as that Harley Quinn one that was sounded like it was similar with
It's
violence
not as much swearing, but there's probably just as much violence. There's probably more violence, I would think.
Yeah,
There's
I
a
would
lot.
say, yeah.
Literally, he comes out covered in blood. There's blood everywhere. He fights Bronze Tiger and
shit.
amputates his arm. He literally stabs him in between his index and ring finger, and then the knife goes through his arm, and then he just slices it right off. Blood everywhere.
Damn.
Fucking. They show like a kid getting his throat slit.
Yeah.
Fuck them kids.
Oh man, yeah.
But
I mean,
did he ding dong ditch or?
kind of.
You probably fucking did.
Yeah, I mean, this shit was fucking dank as fuck. Blue found a gem. This is hidden. Like, there's no
I had no
advertising.
They ain't
fucking
added.
clue.
They ain't
they're-
marketing this
yeah,
shit.
they didn't
Nope.
market this shit for
And
nothing.
I love fucking Deathstroke, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna watch this
You
shit.
love
The-
fucking Death.
Oh, damn it, pause.
Okay. I'm gonna.
Right in the eye. I'm just, I
If
done-
your eye socket.
Yeah, right in the eye
You
socket.
got a skull fucking like.
Oh shit,
Oh no.
that's
So-
terrible.
What the way I discovered is because I was watching Crisis on Infinite Earth on the CW app, And after the episode done, it's like, oh, we're gonna show you the new Deathstroke movie or TV series. I'm like, wait, there's a Deathstroke TV series? So I watched it. I was like, this is damn fucking good. And like I went online to research and hear about, like, see what all the detail was about it. And I guess there's like only one article I found on CBR that talked about it.
The fuck?
Yeah, it was like in December, saying it finally had the release date of January 7th. I was like, ain't nobody even talking about this. It's up there with like the DC movies, like the straight to video movies.
But
It's really good.
Way more bloody.
Yes.
Way
I'm
more
watching
bloody.
this.
It's not for kids.
Yeah, definitely.
not for kids.
It's fucked up because he literally in the first 5 minutes he severs someone's head, shows his head to like a new dictator, tells him to be better, shoots his armed guards, right in the head, blood everywhere.
Who's the voice of Slade? You
Michael
know that?
Chiklis.
What
Oh,
the fuck?
shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Damn, that's kind of cool.
The walking penis.
Yeah.
All right.
That's kind of cool.
It's fucking dank as fuck.
All right, I'm down for this one, man.
And it's so far only one episode has dropped, but I'm just like, this they need to be advertising it, but I think because it's so violent and there's cursing, that they're trying to like just see where it goes. Like hopefully this Arrowverse DC fans get a hold of this, but I mean this needs to be promoted.
They need to learn from Jesus Christ, Deadpool. I mean, Deadpool did great.
Yeah.
Like, people are ready for more adult comic book films. So
Yes.
just
For-
go ahead and put it out there.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn, I really need to have
I
this
did.
in my life.
I wasn't ready. I mean, Blue prepped it, but I was like watching it. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, I didn't want to spoil it because like I had just seen it. I wasn't sure if anybody else seen it, but
No, I
it's
didn't even hear.
really
I
good.
didn't hear about. it. I'm all, are you sure about
I
this?
saw
It's
a brief trailer months ago, but I had forgotten about it.
I know the
Oh,
CWC tweeted out kind of a still image of it, but that was pretty much all I could find on it. So I was really surprised that like there's not more advertising for this.
Yeah,
Good shit.
don't sleep on this. If you're a Deathstroke fan, if you like the DC like animated films, this is a must. This is a must watch.
Yeah.
God damn, that's a
And-
strong
yeah.
recommendation.
I mean, it's up there off of one episode, and it's supposed to be like a few.
Yeah, so
they
it's-
did this with the Ray.
Yeah,
the Ray
except for
was
12
just okay.
episodes.
Yeah,
Except for
I
12
mean,
episodes.
So it sounds like this is the polar opposite of your Batwoman, then, right?
Oh, very, very much so.
I mean, this is animated feature.
But
so.
it's good, and that's not.
Oh man, wow. I mean, I know Blue Rage quit. I'm still watching it because like it's changed a lot since Crisis.
Well, I did watch a recent episode after
the
Crisis.
current one, yeah, the Crisis
I was like, let me see what happened. Maybe Crisis made it better.
I mean,
I take that as a no.
I might give it 2 more watch, but I did like the twist at the end.
yeah, there was an interesting twist. I mean, every show has been fundamentally different because of Crisis.
Yeah,
So,
Crisis fucked that off.
fucked everything up. So,
I didn't even watch Crisis, but oh well.
oh man, I mean, we talked about the second to last episode last week. I mean, we could talk about the finale unless you plan on watching it. A lot of spoilery shit. A lot of shit goes down.
It's up to you. Yeah, go ahead. I mean, if you need
Yeah,
to,
let's wrap it up since we're on the subject.
tell us about it.
So, Crisis, the
Did you
finale.
watch this too, Stitch, or no?
Nah,
you giving up on
Well,
it.
are you still watching Arrow? I mean, this is the final season.
I'm sort of behind on Arrow, but I have them all saved on my DVR, so I plan on just marathoning through it. But Flash lost me.
Damn.
Really?
Yeah, Flash just got too.
Kind of repetitive.
Yeah.
Are you
they
talking
got
about last season of Flash or this current Flash?
post Avatar?
Oh wow.
Yeah, I was
That's
just
about it
like,
for me,
Wasn't that
too.
like
I just started to
That's
kind
when
of.
that's when I left too. I don't know why. I can't remember why, but
that's like
Yeah.
2 seasons ago.
Yeah, I was just kind of lost interest.
We had Darkberry.
I forget what it was that I was just like, and then I
Oh,
mean,
it probably was homie from American Pie. The
Oh no, that was last season. That was he was terrible. Villain.
yeah, he was a terrible.
terrible. He was supposed to be worse than DeVoe. No, he wasn't. I'm sorry.
so what
Well,
happened?
yeah. So Crisis.
Villain. Trying to remember now.
Yeah, no, Crisis. The final episode starts where like it starts with Kara waking up on her couch. She wakes up. She almost lasers her sister and is like, "What the fuck happened?" Like, I was on like the beginning of literally the dawn of time, and now I'm on my couch. So what the fuck happened? And her sister's like, "Well, like you've been out sleeping. You know, you forgot we need to be somewhere." She's like, "Be where?" And then it cuts to like her at a rally for Lex Luthor accepting the Nobel Peace Prize, and she's freaking out because she knows that Lex is an ass. He like basically killed Kingdom Come Superman, tried to kill multiple Supermen.
Oh, he did kill multiple Superman.
Well, that's-
Like, there's a point where he's like, I'm kind of tired of killing Superman.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, with the Book of Destiny, he was murdering Superman across the multiverse.
So before you keep going, so everybody who was there at the dawn of time, they remember the infinite Earths.
Yeah.
Anybody who was dead or evaporated or whatever, or back in the new Earth, they don't remember anything. They just remember their Earth being that Earth, how it is, how things are.
I was about to go into that. Like,
Oh,
that's
sorry.
where she finds out that Supergirl finds out that most of the Earths have merged into one, which is now Earth Prime.
Who's the big bad guy on this? Like, is there a bad guy doing this shit?
Anti-Monitor, who they presume to be dead from the previous episode, but he ain't.
All they did was shrink him down to the microverse.
Yeah,
On some Ant-Man bullshit?
yeah, it's
but
funny.
They kind of make fun of that though.
Yeah, they make a joke about copyright infringement, calling it the microverse. It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, nah, it sounds flat. All right.
I mean, you'd have to watch it. It's pretty funny. But so we find out that like one of Flash's villains is in National City,
Supergirl's.
and Supergirl's, which is like Supergirl's like, what's this person doing on my Earth? And Flash is like, this
she's
one
like,
of
who the
my
fuck are you?
yeah, pretty much. She's all, you never heard of me? She's all, what the fuck?
She got hurt too.
So Flash and Supergirl put it together that they're the only ones who remember, and then Martian Manhunter like gives everyone that they feel should know the power to remember. He basically transfers his memory to them so they know what happened and what's going on in the multiverse. Oliver Queen is dead. He sacrificed his life to start the new universe as the Spectre. And so the Anti-Monitor comes back, and he wants to destroy the Earth again, like all of them. And then they have to team up, basically, to take down the Anti-Monitor. He's become, like, he grows to, like, I guess, giant man size or whatever. He's like a giant. But they need to team up and take him down. But they don't know exactly how to defeat him, and that's how they come with the plan to shrink him down into the macroverse or whatnot. So it takes all their help to bring him down.
And eventually they do.
But there's some stuff that like happens, like in Arrow, Diggle originally had a daughter, but after Flashpoint, his daughter became a son.
I remember that.
And then now after Crisis, he has two kids. He has a daughter and a son, which to them, well, at least to Lila and Diggle, they know, but they're keeping their kids or whatnot. There's a couple of like Earths that survive, I guess, because Earth 96 is around because they show Brandon Routh as Superman from the 96 film. They have they bring back the Titans of Earth, the DC Universe's Titans.
Okay.
They bring in Green Lantern. So they show clips from Ryan
movie?
Reynolds. Yes, Ryan Reynolds' Green Lantern. They show Oa. They don't show
They
Ryan
don't show him.
Reynolds.
They don't show
They just show like the scene when he leaves Earth to go to Oa. So they talk about that Earth. There's a
Nobody really liked that movie, though. I'm just,
yeah, but
all right.
If it had better director,
Sinestro was pretty dope. In it.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'll
Sinestro,
give you
Mark
that.
Strong's always good. They show
it's way too much CGI.
yeah,
Well,
but
I mean,
they
you have to have CGI though.
Yeah,
Literally
for
has
the
a glowing
rings.
suit.
You can film in space, though, right?
But I'm talking about like for his suit. Like his suit was CGI.
Yeah, it was
and his
glowy.
Oh,
eyes.
his
and-
basic suit.
That was
Yeah.
fucking
You
weird.
could have just got the Space Force suit that our
Oh,
You've been all right.
the Endor camo.
I like how it's camouflage.
Yeah.
Like normal green kind. I'm like, are you fucking serious? Yeah. You understand what camouflage is for, right?
Yeah, you need camo in space.
Yeah. So stupid.
Is that a
Normal
planet?
fucking spacesuits.
No, that's no planet. That's no moon. It's a space station. But yeah, there's some Earths that survive. I don't think the people on Earth Prime realize that there's still a multiverse. I think they think that there's only one. They keep talking about how their Earth is the only one that survived because everyone kind of merged together with Black Lightning and Supergirl and whatnot. I don't know if Lucifer's on Earth Prime. He could be. Don't know yet.
I
but,
hope so, because damn, the show's so fucking good.
I need to watch Lucifer.
yeah,
It's
they
really
also kind of introduce a character that's gonna have a new show in April or sometime in the spring. Is Stargirl. Even though we've seen Stargirl before in Legends.
Is that live action for her?
Yes, there's a live action,
Okay.
which there's some. It's supposed to be on DC Universe and CW at the same time. There's some weird shit going on there, but we get to see her and the Justice Society of America, her Earth. They show up in there, and I think there's a couple other ones that they show, but it was actually a spectacle to behold. I mean, this Crisis you'll never see like a 5-episode crossover between 5 series probably ever again.
Well, they did it a couple years ago, but you know
That
what?
was like 4. That was 4 shows.
Yeah,
It was 5.
Oh, they added one. Wow. But, I mean, it's
Still,
Well, then
happens.
they lost one.
yeah,
No
then they
arrow.
lost one.
yeah,
Yeah.
they could still do it again.
But I mean, the crossover wasn't just 5 shows. Like it brought in like other lores. Like we got like Kingdom Come Superman. We got Smallville Superman. We got like Birds of Prey. We got Lucifer. We got also you mentioned they still Swamp Thing's Earth is still alive.
Oh,
too.
that's
They
right.
showed
That was
that.
one. Yeah, DC Universe Swamp Thing.
Yeah, and then
we also got a tie to the DCEU.
Yes, we did.
DCEU's Flash shows up on the Flash.
Fucking
that's what it
Ezra.
lost me.
Fucking Ezra.
Damn.
I saw that fucking photo op with him and My Berry. What the fuck is going on?
My
But-
berry with not my berry.
Yeah, exactly.
Another thing when they ended the episode, they kind of teased with a little bit of the Justice League of America because they have like the Justice League.
Oh,
base or whatever?
From the very first crossover, they had the base from the Super Friends cartoon.
Yeah.
That spot in Ohio that Matt from Prereq talked about.
Yes.
They showed that. They actually had like their Justice League table pretty much. They don't call themselves a Justice League, but it's pretty much a fucking Justice League.
Yeah.
There's also a Easter egg to the Wonder Twins.
Yeah.
So they have like their little monkey that the Wonder Twins
little
had.
purple ugly monkey.
Yeah, that I guess it escapes. So there's a pretty interesting shit. So they now have a place so when they do their annual crossover, they get to meet there at the Hall of Justice, even though they don't call it that, but pretty much that. It's actually, I mean, what'd you think of this, Blue?
I thought it was fun. It wasn't like some big budget like DCU movie
Oh,
type deal, but
The CW.
Yeah, it's-
yeah,
CW.
but for their budget, I thought it was pretty entertaining.
I mean-
especially with the multiple crossovers and the showing different planet or different Earths with different like themes or superheroes. Like they had Kevin Conroy in there, which I thought was fucking dope for him to play Batman in live action form instead of just doing the voice work. And he killed Superman and fucking bitch slapped Supergirl.
Yeah, and
With kryptonite suit.
and Batwoman, he knocked her
Yeah.
the fuck out. I
Yeah,
mean,
I thought it was pretty well done.
we had Marv Wolfman show up in the show to do a cameo as well as write an part of an episode.
Yeah.
I think that was epic. This was like a huge feat for TV shows. I mean,
Love letters to the fans, man. That's great.
this literally was. This literally.
Except for Ezra, fuck him.
Oh, yeah. This is literally a love letter to the fans, as Kronos said. Even Kevin Smith, there's a show to talk about the crisis called Crisis Aftermath.
Nice.
I think there's 3 episodes, 3 or 4, all hosted by Kevin Smith. They bring in the cast and whatnot. Blue, once again, blew my fucking mind when I didn't realize that John Cryer, who plays Lex Luthor on Supergirl,
Yeah, this fucking blew my mind too.
he was in the Christopher
Reeve.
Reeves Superman
He plays Lex Luthor's
nephew in Superman 4.
Oh, the fourth
know, I
one.
know.
Yeah, that's why I know him.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
nobody watched that
so
shit.
he was there seeing Gene Hackman be Lex
Wait,
Luthor.
wasn't that the one where he got drunk?
Yeah.
No,
He
that's the
was at a
third one.
bar.
That's the third one.
Oh,
That's the
yeah.
one Richard Pryor.
Oh, that was the even worse one then.
yeah, no,
the
the
fourth one.
fourth one is the one where he fights Nuclear Man.
Yeah, Sun Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
one. See, that's why everyone. Yeah, so John Cryer got to see Christopher Reeve be Superman for the last time.
That's
he
cool.
got to see Gene Hackman be Lex Luthor for the last time. So
Gene Hackman's still alive though.
well,
right?
but he
He
hasn't.
ain't
When's the
playing
last
no
time he
role.
played
Yeah,
Lex
he ain't
Luthor?
playing no roles. You're
Yeah.
right about that.
So I mean, John Cryer was there, and now he gets to play Lex Luthor. So he saw how Gene did it. Now he's doing his own take because he said he went back to the comics. He went and got source material, and he wanted to put his flavor to it. So
I thought
props
he
to
did
him.
I thought he did a really good job as Lex
I mean,
Luthor.
so far he's been probably the best Lex Luthor we've seen live action so far.
I like when actors really, when they do comic book films and they actually look up the source material. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because it makes it like they give a fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, I mean, on the when he's talking to Kevin Smith, he talked about how he grew up with these stories. He wanted to go back and not copy, but get inspiration from the comics.
He also talked about how like he wanted to make up for being such a shitty character in
In Superman 4, yes, he did.
Yeah,
In
he's like,
Superman 4.
he had to make up for that shit.
I mean, he's free to admit that Superman 4 was trash. He says, that was terrible, but I was there when Christopher Reeve was Superman. I was sold out on that I believe that a man can fly.
Yeah.
So he was all about that.
Boy,
so
was he wrong.
props to him.
Oh, damn it!
Definitely still ain't flying. It's not gonna happen in his lifetime.
Murdered kids, dead celebrities.
No, I mean all of us, not just him. Jesus Christ. The worst though would have been like he couldn't even walk. That'd have been fucked up. I'm just saying, but I definitely didn't say that.
It's interesting because like there's this thing called like the Superman curse, and part of that curse is where like people will think that the actor is actually Superman. Like I guess there was a story with Superman from like the 60s or 70s.
Yeah, because he committed suicide.
No, not just that. Some kid came to one of his signings and brought his dad's gun with him.
God,
and he was gonna
damn.
test and see if he was actually Superman. And like the actor literally had to talk this kid down, like telling him like, yeah, I'm Superman, but if you shoot that bullet, it's gonna bounce off me and kill somebody else. Like, just give me the gun, Johnny. Just give me the gun.
Holy fuck!
So, yeah, there's like it was a podcast. I think it was
Good grief.
I think it was Geek History Lesson. They were talking about it.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, it's pretty
And
crazy.
This is why if you have a gun in your house, you have a fucking safe.
Yeah.
Man.
Like if people talk about common sense gun laws, that's one thing I definitely believe in. It's like, listen, if you have a child in your house, you have a firearm, you need to have a goddamn safe.
Yeah.
Or
like-
gun locker.
Yeah, that would be a safe.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if there are two different ones. Because I've seen the actual safe
You can
where
put it,
there's one, but my cousin has a gun locker.
well, any sort of safe.
Got to be something,
Yeah.
right? That's a felony.
Yeah.
Something to keep the gun locked up.
I mean,
But
not just a fucking trigger lock. You need to have put it in a location where
It's
they
under
can't
my
open
pillow. Everything's cool, right?
It. Yeah.
So and I heard on rumor mill that it's a little far fetched, but apparently they're gonna try to get Brandon Routh to replay his Superman role for an HBO Max special for Superman for a miniseries.
He cannot do that. I'm just saying.
It's been a long time, man.
I don't know,
mean-
because he did pretty well in the
Yeah.
crossover,
He was-
bringing back that Superman.
I mean, Kingdom Come Superman fit him well because he was the older Superman. Everybody's dead.
Well, here's the thing. Like, even though I said,
and he's larger in frame too.
fuck Ezra Miller and Brandon Routh is like his version of Superman, they were terrible. But I will say that the actors themselves, like people, I'm not gonna say they're terrible as people.
No.
Like the people that wrote them and the way they made them act, and they were like, yeah, that's okay. They were the real assholes.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like if I saw him on the street, I wouldn't be like, hey, fuck you because of that role. I'm sure he's a cool guy, but the writers and the directors that said that all his acting and the way that they wrote him to be, they fucked it all up. You know.
Yeah, I'm gonna give some shade to Ezra though. Just like we just mentioned, it's cool when actors actually like read a whole bunch of source material. I don't think Ezra read a whole lot of Flash for shit.
You don't think so?
No, I think Grant did, but no, I don't know about Ezra.
Well, I mean, there should have been some kickback. Like, hey, shouldn't I be smarter than this?
Yeah, exactly.
Shouldn't I be a little bit more courageous
How
than this?
do I afford $1 billion suit and I'm broke as fuck?
Yeah, she didn't make any goddamn sense.
How do I have this fucking suit when I'm broke as fuck?
Yeah. Well, you know, Tony Stark gave it to him.
Oh god. Damn. Here we go.
Crossing timelines and shit. I mean, you figured out time travel.
All right, Stitch, you're getting close. Sorry,
Well, he hasn't talked in a while. So
Yeah, you getting a little closer. I mean, like, are we? Is Storm approaching?
Yes. On the 5th, Baby Storm is due.
God
so
damn.
it's coming up in like 2 weeks.
Like
2
14
weeks.
days from
Yeah.
today.
So it'll be crazy. I'm just sort of just taking it chill, enjoying my sleep while I have it and everything because I know those.
It's actually okay for like the first like couple of weeks, and then it's terrible. Yeah, like you get like a reprieve.
I had a friend, my friend Brad. His wife and just gave birth. I think it was like last week, and he said like day 2 and day 3 were like the worst.
Oh, really?
Whatever. Yeah, he was like day 2, day 3. He's like, you just gotta be mentally strong or whatever. Stuff. I was like, oh shit. So we'll see how that plays out. Lilo's family's flying out on the 2nd or the 3rd. So as long as she doesn't come like too early, we'll have a nice little rotation of people watching and being able to sleep and handle everything. So it's exciting. Obviously, first kid, so we'll see how sort of goes. I was talking to one of my good friends, Brandon, who's in my wedding, and he was like, "Oh, you ready?" He's like, "You read any books?" I was like, "Nah." He's like,
Fuck 'em.
I was like, I'm just gonna rely on people skills and making silly faces.
Yeah, there you
That
go.
shit don't work because kids can't see good when they're first born. So yeah.
Peekaboo never fails to cheer a baby up.
Yeah, that shit does not work on newborns.
I got like 5 tricks. After that, I'm just gonna hand it back to the mama.
Had you have read the book, you'd have known that newborns can't see for shit.
Just hold them upside down.
Yeah,
I'll figure it out.
Their heads are very mushable.
yeah.
So
Make sure to make them sleep face down too. That's
it'll
Don't do that.
that,
That was a fucking joke.
That was a joke. Yeah, definitely don't fucking do that.
I mean, because we're influencers now. We're changing people's lives.
If you're wondering why, just Google SIDS.
Yeah, all bad.
Yeah, so it's I mean, we got everything set up, car seats installed in the car and everything.
That's important.
Yeah, that part was. I thought it was gonna be a little bit difficult, but it really wasn't that bad.
It's super easy now with those fucking clips. That you can
Yeah,
put
that's
in.
all I did. Put
Yeah.
anchor point. I was like, this it?
But did you make sure you can't move it around?
Yeah, you can't move like more than like an inch each
Good.
way and all that stuff. So yeah, baby ain't going nowhere. So if I roll the Jeep over, she gonna be upside down, stuck. So
Safe.
safe. Yeah.
So did you get the one? What kind
Laughing
of car
and
seat
shit.
did you get?
It's a Greco.
Did you get the one that where it clicks in and out like the actual?
Yeah,
thing?
it's like
Okay.
yeah, it just and
Yeah.
then it just goes right in and push a button, and then it's like a 2-in-1 where it can, I guess when it gets to
Put it in the
toddler
stroller.
stage or whatever. Well, I guess when you can turn the seat booster thing into I guess for the toddler when it gets older.
Wait, but you can you have a carrier that you
Yeah,
plug
the
in there. Okay,
carrier.
good.
Yeah, the carrier thing goes in
Yeah.
and just latches
'Cause
in.
people make a mistake of getting one of those forever seats. Listen, if you're a parent or you're a new parent, do not buy a fucking forever seat because the main reason why is because when you have the carrier, you just click it in, the baby will keep sleeping when you pick them up out of that motherfucker. If you have one of those forever seats, you have to literally unlatch the baby from this fucking seat, pick them up, and then take them where you have to go.
Yeah.
And they're probably gonna fucking wake up.
that
so,
makes sense.
so definitely never buy a forever seat like when they're like in the near the toddler stage or when they're starting to outgrow the carrier. Then buy a forever seat because then it'll last for the rest.
Gotcha.
But yeah, that's like that was one of so when I had my oldest daughter, they didn't have forever seats. It was just like the carrier to whatever. And once I saw that they had like the forever seats, I was like, no, this is gonna wake the baby up. And people buy them. It was like, I wonder why my baby wakes up all the time. It's because you're fucking disturbing them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. They'll get real comfortable in those fucking little baby seats though, little carriers.
Yeah, so I'm excited. We'll see if baby arrives during the Super Bowl. That's gonna be
Oh God.
that's gonna be hilarious. But I mean, because we're supposed to be at Valley Care Hospital in like Pleasanton.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it's a nice hospital. We toured it a couple months ago. So they got like TVs there. I'm gonna have to wipe the dust off my Vita, charge it up and stuff, depending on how long the labor is and stuff, and just be there chilling or whatever. I plan on being in the room. I can't pull a Prodigy and
I was not there for both. In that waiting room, handing out cigars.
lucky bastard.
I was in the room with a stranger. I'm just saying.
Don't do
Total
that.
stranger.
I saw my cousins, man. It was like that scene from Knocked Up.
Oh, Christ.
Shit went up in there.
Yeah. So let's see how that goes. But yeah, we'll keep you updated, and obviously when that comes, my time will be divided up pretty bad. So
Yeah, no, that's fine.
yeah.
Yeah,
Just-
you'll work it out.
You just
Yeah.
gotta find that schedule, and once you find the schedule, life is good. If you can't find the schedule, you have to find the schedule.
Yeah.
If you
Schedule's the
don't,
key.
Yeah, your fucking life is hell, like
Yeah.
literal hell.
It's gonna suck for a while,
Yeah.
but you'll get through it one way or a fucking another.
Damn right.
There
It's
it
funny.
is.
Like whenever I'm over at friends' house who have badass kids, I'm like, it's like 11 o'clock. Why is this kid still fucking up?
Exactly. That's like kids need to sleep. Like that's like one of their huge like developmental parts of
Yeah.
is like them sleeping. So like having an early bedtime is a good thing. Like my kid, like Riley, she goes to bed at 8. You know, that's like to me that's late enough. Like
Yeah.
it could probably be earlier, but
Ain't nothing going on past 8.
Look, I'm gonna tell you this. I got a 9-year-old. I put his ass down at 8.
yeah.
Not because he fucking quote unquote needs it. He could probably stay up till 9 or whatever. But fuck him. I need my fucking time. You know what I mean?
That's
Like
another thing.
these dinos ain't gonna hunt themselves. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
That's real talk. Yeah.
it's like, that's adult time.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
don't be afraid to put your kid down and be like, no, I fucking said so. Go to bed.
Yeah, my oldest, but she was like 8:30 for a real fucking long time.
Yeah.
You know?
You know, I got shit to do.
Yeah.
And also, shout out to Blue for his maternity photos. He yeah, he killed it. It was pretty awesome. We got the photos back yesterday. It was absolutely hilarious. We went to Sycamore Grove Park out in Livermore, and it was me, Lilo, and then Magneto, my dog, and the photos came out great. Like Magneto was being a little brat for a while, like picking up like fucking
trees and shit.
fucking not even branches. He's picking up trees and just trying to bring them.
Goddamn.
Like, here, throw this. I'm like, what the fuck?
Like, you ever see that video of the bear juggling the bow stick? That's
Yeah,
basically what Magneto was doing with the fucking branch. He like threw that shit in the air. I was like, what the fuck is that dog doing?
And he's a giant German Shepherd, but he has the greatest disposition ever. He's friendly.
The photos came out absolutely great, and he's smiling. I mean, I don't know how many photos he took to get those photos to come, like where he's just smiling perfectly. It was amazing, and
lot of
so
photos.
it came out really, really well. So yeah, shout out to Blue. Look him up if you need photos done of whatever. I don't know if he's working at the what's it called, the dungeon, that Kink studio.
Oh, on the low.
I'm gonna send him my resume. Send my portfolio.
Getting up there with a 5-star, taking pictures of fucking ladies brown fucking nuts.
all kinds of bond and stuff.
Yeah.
But whatever your needs, Blue's got you.
Just don't tell the sweetness. That's gonna be on a bench.
Oh, God. On the casting
don't
couch.
ask where we're going out to dinner tonight. Don't ask about the money.
Oh, hey, I want to shout out to my brother, the fireman, for definitely pulling a giant L on our Peloton competition. He thought he was gonna win. He's fucking behind.
He's
I'm just
relentless
saying.
on that.
Yeah.
You've been.
He knows he listens, too.
He's been
That's
catching
great.
all of the smoke. Like, I feel bad. Like, I'm just like, God damn. I was like, he's dragging him through the ringer. I thought I was bad with like Saint fans and shit. He's been giving his brother some heat on his.
I could be even worse, but he's an older. I mean, he's a little older than me, but he's got 3 kids, and so I'm just. But they're older too, though. You know what I mean? It's just like. He challenged me, so I'm like, all right, man, let's go.
Can't do that.
So,
That's rule number one. If you challenge somebody, you are entitled to get dragged,
Yep.
thrown in the deep fire,
Yep.
sautéed, put garnish on the plate.
Fricassee.
Exactly.
This is how much I'm willing to not fucking lose. I literally bought like this little plexiglass fucking like shelf
Desktop, yeah.
just for the Peloton bike, so I can ride that motherfucker and work.
Good.
Nice.
I'm not gonna fucking lose.
There you
I'm ahead
go.
right now, so I'm good.
Yeah.
But yeah, when I was behind, like I literally got there on that motherfucker for like an hour. I
Nice.
just fucking. I think I almost got like almost 20 miles. I'm just like,
Nice.
dude, let's just fucking go.
I love it.
How many miles do you have so far? Do you know?
This month
Yeah.
I have over 150.
Nice.
I have like probably close to 100. Actually, I think it's maybe like 160, 170, something like that. Yeah.
What you need to do is you need to get to the target mileage from here to like San Diego, and be like, bro, I could fucking drive. I could ride my bike to you right now.
Great.
Damn.
500 miles. Yeah.
Well, I foolishly thought I was gonna put like 100 miles in a day, and I was like, that's not gonna happen. I could probably do it, but it just fucking take a really long.
That's a long time, man.
Yeah,
That's
that's a long
like
time.
full 8 hours.
That took me like if I riding 20 miles per hour, which is fucking really fast.
Yeah.
Like it would take me what?
5 hours.
Yeah, that's more than.
Yeah.
And
That's
it-
a long ass workout.
Dude, so when I cycle with my friends, there's this one girl I followed on Strava. I can't remember her name, but this chick does like 600 miles in a month. Like she does 100 miles like a week. It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
Actually, I think she does 100 in like a day. It's fucking
That's
insane how fucking
insane.
far she
Bounce
goes.
a quarter off that ass.
I can
too.
definitely see how you can do it because like I've gotten like way better at riding now. Because when I first started, like I thought I was doing okay, but like my output is going like steadily up and up. So I PR like every couple of days.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a personal record every couple of days. But yeah, when I first started, it's like my form was like all off, and now it's like you become way more efficient at riding once you understand like how to ride and shit like that. But then you're also using different muscles. Like when you start riding like the whole push pull method, because like when you're on like a road bike or even a Peloton, your feet are connected to the actual bike.
Yeah.
So you can actually push, and then when one foot is going down, you can pull the other foot up.
Yep.
And then you can make like, this whole like motion. But when you do that, it uses like different muscles in your legs, right? So you can do it in like, so when you start getting tired with just the push method, you can start doing the push pull method. But then like other parts of your legs start getting tired, and then you're kind of fucked. So
There it
yeah.
is.
It's like the highlight of my week though is the Cronus brothers trolling each other. That's great. It's funny because everyone can see it, and you can see memes and gifs about where you at, bruh? Where you at? Oh, I was here. Oh, I was here. No. I'm just like this, and it's in memes and gifs, and I'm like, this is great.
He's been gone for like 2-3 days. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? I'm like,
He's probably saving lives as a firefighter, but I hear you.
You know what? He's saving lives. He's saving lives, but he's taking L's. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
What's more important, bro? Saving lives, taking L's. Just saying. I got priorities in my life.
Shitting on firefighters, fucking up dead kids. Okay. Old Ninja, let's grab this. Everybody's been fucking patiently waiting. Goddammit. The Golden Eggplant Awards, we're about to put this motherfucker out, right?
No, not quite.
What the fuck? That was a setup, man. That was a softball. How you
Yeah,
gonna know?
no, where have you been at? You've been missing meetings, haven't you?
What the fuck? I thought we were good.
No, we in there.
category
No,
Well, let's hash it out. Let's hash out our dirty laundry right here on the fucking air.
80% of us thought we were ready.
No, we ain't ready. No, because so Prodigy added some stuff, and I'm like, well, what do y'all think about this? Because I put this to the panel. No one really said shit
All right, well,
except
say
for
it again.
Stitch.
What are we doing? Okay, so what are we talking about? That
some-
woman's staying on the fucking rotten eggplant. Fuck you.
No, not that. There's some other shit too.
All right.
I pointed it out.
Yeah, Kronos, go with it.
Well, of course, are we starting from the top or are we starting from there?
No.
Are we reading nominees?
No,
What about
most-
the ones we've confirmed?
The ones that are confirmed, I have no issues with. But the ones that I had an issue with, I placed in the chat. Hang on. I'll bring
Bring
it
him
up.
up.
Right.
Let me grab a drink so I can fucking get on your level.
You want bleach or Clorox?
Get them
Bleach
Tide
or
Pods,
Drano?
bro. Okay. So, Old Ninja, you're telling me we can't even talk about the ones we all five agree on?
So the one, you said you wanted to air the dirty laundry out. Do you want to talk about the ones we agreed on or the ones we have issues with? Which one you want?
We need a sound drop for when Old Ninja goes on this craziness.
I don't know. I'm trying to follow this man. I mean, okay. What are the issues? Break it down for us.
So, so for best male celebrity, right? I was
Okay.
talking about should we keep James Gunn and Jordan Peele? Because I think that one of them should probably come off.
You think this
One of
why
them.
though? What's your rationale?
And you put John Boyega, which I don't feel he should be on the list as well.
Okay. So
That's
I
what I
mean, you're saying shit, but you're not gonna back it up with something, or
so-
what's your reasoning?
So James Gunn, why we only put him on there because he got his job back, but then that's about it from Disney.
I mean, but hold on. James Gunn also got confirmed for doing Suicide Squad 2, so he's going to have.
Before that,
I thought that was
So-
in. Well, I thought that was in 19, where he's going to be working for both major studios with major projects,
in
right?
19 he got confirmed with that, but in 18 he was already started. He was doing the script for Suicide Squad already. So
Okay, I thought it was 19. All right, then. All in favor of fucking removing James Gunn. Then that doesn't matter to fucking me.
Whatever. I wasn't gonna vote for him.
Yeah. Well, actually, I got another rule though, motherfucker. Since we talking rules and shit,
what's
the
not
five of
rules?
us shouldn't be fucking voting, right? Y'all do this every year, where you do this bullshit and sneak votes in, and then one vote fucking wins it.
What the fuck?
You notorious for stuffing the ballot box.
I know.
I know y'all would never believe me, but no, seriously, I've never voted. I've never voted for the Golden X-Men.
I vote
you
once.
I
and I'm
respect the fucking people's
Weren't you
will.
the first one to vote?
No, I never vote. I never vote for this.
Oh.
Literally.
I just vote once. Democracy.
I think it's fair to vote once. I mean, goddamn.
Yeah, we
I
should-
thought it was the people's will.
Yeah, I'm a people too.
Nominee.
We have Dave Chappelle on here. Everyone's cool with that? Yeah.
Dave Chappelle had an
Yeah,
awesome
yeah,
fucking
the
year.
comedy
So
thing.
if
How
he's-
could we not put him on there?
So if he's on there, then Bill Burr should be on there as well.
Okay, now I will say this.
Whoa.
I feel like Chappelle's Sticks and Stones was more discussed than Bill Burr's, but I like Bill Burr, and he was also on Mandalorian. I don't have a problem with that.
So that was another thing. So we knew about Chernobyl being it was a limited miniseries. We wanted to put that as a new series because it's not coming back. Same thing with When They See Us, but then Stitch brought up that Watchmen is a one and done, but it wasn't certain at first. So
These are TV series.
yes,
Like,
It's a new TV series.
yeah, new TV series is the category,
Yeah.
right?
Doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter if it's gonna
Coming
have,
back or not.
Yeah, because a lot of like when let's say hypothetically was it Dead for
Which one?
the one with
Dead to me?
Applegate.
Yeah, Dead to me.
Yeah, Dead to Me. If all of a sudden that came out in like November, but we didn't know for sure if it was coming back just because they
Dead to
didn't
Me was
renew
great.
it,
Yeah.
I don't think we should hold off on putting it and be like, whoa, wait a minute, we don't know if it's coming back for a second. I mean, good show's a good show. If they come out with another one, it's new.
Sound logic
Yeah,
to me.
it's
Yeah,
like what
but-
I said in chat. It's based off of us. It's our choosing. It's
Yeah.
not what the fucking industry said.
That's why I
and then we
put-
have returning. So
Yeah.
what's wrong with new?
But like I said, it was a one. Some of them are one and done, like guaranteed one and done.
I think that's irrelevant. It's fine. It's one and done.
So if that's the case, using that, then I say the Crisis on Infinite Earths should get a nomination.
Well, hold up. Hold. Time the fuck out. Time the fuck out. Crisis on Infinite Earth is like we just talked about, 5, 6 fucking separate shows that had it all-encompassing kind of event.
Exactly.
But that's not one show.
Yeah.
But it was an event, just like technically a miniseries is an event.
No.
What are we
No.
talking?
No.
How?
No.
How?
No, it's not.
How,
No?
Sway?
No.
Okay.
How are we doing this?
All right.
This is
Cue
old
the
ninja-
Price is Right loser
Well,
horn.
hold on. We'll just put up to a vote. Who wants to put Christ on Infinite Earth on?
It wasn't that
I
good
mean,
of an event.
I didn't see it.
It's
I
not
didn't see it,
eggplant-worthy,
and I don't
so.
think it qualifies. I'm just putting
Yeah.
that out.
I
there.
think there's much better shows out there worthy of a golden eggplant.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then regarding Bill Burr,
Bill Burr.
yeah, like I mean his comedy was good, but like if we liked it, he would have been pet on here.
I liked it, but I mean, I thought there was other people on there that he's one of my favorite comics of all time.
Yeah, I think he was
Yeah.
good. But like Project said, he was also on Mandalorian and killed it. So
I mean, he was on there. He was on
Yeah,
that
he was
filler
on there.
episode. I don't know if he killed it on there.
yeah,
All
you
right.
saw his episode. It's dope.
I mean, he played himself with 3 guns,
Yeah, exactly. All right.
which is fine with me.
He was Bill Burr.
So,
Okay.
and then
What was the other one?
the one you nominated John Boyega, and I was like, I don't think so.
So
This is okay. So this is shit that you had a problem with.
basically, that's the dirty laundry.
Yeah.
So John Boyega, I mean, we obviously all know him from this, well, except for Stitch, but most of us know him from this fucking Star Wars trilogy. I love his enthusiasm for the Reylo shade after the movie, and of course being in the fucking episode 9. But I mean, I'm open to arguments against him being someone who's a big celebrity this year.
So, if you're using that, then Oscar Isaac should be on there as well because he was fighting for Finn and Poe to have a gay relationship against Disney and the fans.
But okay.
And that was huge as well. That
I hear,
had just as
I hear
much.
what you're saying. I think you're full of shit because that didn't seem to have nearly the same legs of a story as fucking John Boyega going off and making memes about the Reylo folks. That shit lasted for a couple weeks and shit. That shit was all over. It was actually #1 trending on Twitter. And
I
shit.
disagree because Oscar Isaac had the same thing. There's memes just as well.
Yeah, put him
there.
on there, Kronos.
What's that?
Put him on there if he's not on there.
Who?
The Yaya?
Oh, he's on there.
Okay.
I couldn't remember who the fuck he was.
Okay.
I don't know. I think that some of these. I mean, Robert Downey Jr. I don't know.
He just had a big ass flop just now, but I know it's 2020. Who read them instead of
Well, okay,
read them out
so
loud.
Tom Holland, which I'm like, Henry Cavill definitely because I mean The Witcher was fucking dope.
Yeah.
RDJ, but I guess because of Infinity War, I guess. Adam Driver, I get. Jordan Peele, I get sort of because
What did Jordan Peele do this year?
I'm trying to think of a movie that he came out with this year.
He was
He did Us.
Us, was it this year? Okay.
And then he was a producer on Twilight Zone as well.
Okay, well, Orlando Jones, I don't understand why he's on here. I understand why he would have been on there last year. Not this year.
Yeah. I could see that.
I think we should remove Orlando Jones. Same thing with James Gunn. Keanu Reeves should be on there. Dave Chappelle should be on there. Joaquin Phoenix, even though I haven't watched the movie, I'm sure he should be on there too. And Yahya Abdul-Mateen II, I was kind of iffy on too.
Black Manta?
Yeah, I know, but
No, Black Manta was 2018.
But Dr. Manhattan 2019.
that's
that
right.
was the biggest thing.
Yeah.
And Striking
And
Vipers.
Striking Vipers
Okay,
had
okay.
everybody
I forgot
fucked
that
up.
he was, okay, my bad.
Those
All
are two big
so-
roles for him.
So we're going to take off James Gunn
Yes,
Yeah, I'm down with that.
and Orlando Jones.
Yeah, so Orlando Jones, one of them we can change to Bill Burr or no?
No, I
No,
don't
we
think
can
so.
split up that a minute. It's okay.
Okay.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
and
I
I love
like
Bill Burr.
I like
Yeah.
Bill, but I just didn't feel like his had the same influence as
Yeah.
Chappelle. Chappelle's everybody was talking about for a straight like 4 or 5 weeks.
Well, and it's not just like comparing comedian to comedians. It's like how much did Bill Burr sort of shake the mold or do anything
Yeah. It's Richter
like
scale.
Yeah. There wasn't like that much like movement like on who he was and what he did with like pop culture
Yep.
Yeah.
at all. And I love the guy.
And with Dave Chappelle, like the critics hated the fuck out of him. Like he got like 0% on Rotten Tomato, but once the people got to see it, like his shit went up to like 100%, which is fucking rare for shit.
Yeah. All right, and so I think for best female celebrity, I think we should probably remove someone here as well.
Who we got?
I don't think Meghan Markle should be on here because I don't really give a shit about her or the royal family.
I mean,
That's me personally.
she was in the news a whole fucking lot as a big deal, even with her whole leaving the royal family.
So who on here really cares about Meghan Markle? Raise your hand.
I'll say.
I mean,
she broke up the
interesting.
British family.
I mean, she cool.
Are you interested?
She cool.
2? 2, 3? Okay,
That's
then
three.
she stays on. All right, Maisie Williams.
What is she? Well, she was now Game of
I
Thrones.
know
Game of Thrones
she's Arya
ended.
Stark, but it wasn't a great season.
Game of Thrones.
She killed
I feel
Ice
like.
King.
Okay,
Yeah, I feel like
okay.
she was like a shining star on that final season. Nothing she did angered anybody.
And I don't know who is Ana de Armas.
Oh, she's in Knives Out, and she's in.
Who saw Knives Out?
I did,
I don't even know what
Where-
Knives
but
Out is.
she's in the upcoming James Bond flick.
Upcoming,
She's-
okay, so-
yeah,
That's
I'm not even
2020.
out.
I'm
yeah,
gonna
but
say-
she's in Knives Out, which came out in 2019, and she had a pretty. Fuck, there's one more on here.
Ana de Armas. Who's for her?
Who was me?
Just
Where are you
told
looking
me.
at?
Okay, so she's out. Jennifer Lopez. What the fuck did she do last year?
She did
Hustlers.
Hustlers, yeah.
Was
Did
she-
y'all see that one?
Oh yeah.
Nah, I didn't
People
see
felt
it.
like she was robbed of an Academy Award nominations, and I feel the same way. So she
who-
put it out there.
Didn't she
All
lose-
about
So
it.
who wants her on?
No one else gets.
Yeah, sorry, man. Like, she didn't do it. For most people, she didn't do anything.
I didn't see the movie.
I guess if we're Truman fat,
All right,
then I
so
guess
she's out of here too. And I think she's hot. I think she's pretty cool. But yeah, so the rest of them I'm fine with. I mean, Ming Na Wen, Naomi Scott,
Who's
Maisie
being now
Williams.
again?
She's from
Agents of
Agents of
Shield.
And
She was
also
in
in
Mandalorian.
I'm sorry. What was the second thing you said?
She's Mandalorian.
Oh,
Yeah.
She's a hot Asian chick.
You never even saw the Mandalorian.
Yeah,
of course
Regina
not.
King, she's on there. Brie Larson, I guess.
That's
Anyway,
y'all.
Yeah. I mean,
What did Brie Larson do this
all
year?
right,
Oh,
we'll put up for
Captain Marvel.
we'll put it up for a
forgot.
vote. Brie Larson, she should be on this fucking list.
I mean, she
Actually, hold on.
she did pretty
No,
well.
she had a solo.
We have to leave her on because she already won from the Golden Egg Clan.
Yeah, she did, and she
She's
put that
Obviously,
foot.
our fans like her for some odd reason.
Yeah,
so-
Put her
she
on
put
there.
that foot
Yeah.
in Prodigy's ass last year. So
This motherfucker.
I mean,
she's got Prodigy
solo-
on her
I'm
body.
over
Wait,
her own
I'm
fans.
gonna use Prodigy's vernacular. Solo, top billing, what is it? Lead in her own comic book film, which made $1 billion.
None of that can be taken away from it. Okay, that's fine.
But what can't be taken away is this fucking Golden Egg Clan. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no shit.
we'll leave her on because obviously our fans they liked her, so that's fine. Even though you're wrong. I think everything else should be okay. Did we find our?
Oh, so
do we
there's
have rants
one.
of the year. I think we still.
No, we're missing a couple.
So hold on. Well, what are we missing in terms
We're
of
missing
category?
No, yeah, the rants. We need like episodes with the rants.
So here's the thing. If give it, we got to get this out, man. So
Yeah, I'm saying we can leave it out for this year.
Yeah, we
leave it
gonna
out?
cut
Yeah.
we gonna
Okay,
cut it
that's
then.
fine.
Like, listen, if y'all
can't
wanna-
force it.
If y'all have favorite rants of the year, you can.
There's a
tweet-
comment section.
Yeah, you can comment on it or tweet at us, or you know how to reach us. It's on the. If you look at the description of the podcast, you know how to reach us.
Use courier pigeon.
Yeah, but if there's enough variety on rant of the year, then we'll add it in like afterwards, and you
Sure.
can put on it separately because it's fun for me to like go back and edit in all the rants, and we'll do it definitely this year because I already know the first one of this year what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
The second one will be this right now.
1917 on there for movie of the year,
Oh yeah,
and it came out last week.
came out in December. No, it came out like
Oh.
mid-December.
Ooh, double check that. Double
Yeah.
check that. Did it come out in wide release in
Was it wide
December?
release?
I think it was a limited release in November.
See, I said wide, and he said
and
limited.
then wide release in December. Since
Double
you
check.
interrupted.
Double check.
I thought it was just kind
December 4th in London.
Nah, we in America, Jack.
of yeah, in America.
This guy.
I think it might have been January. Hold on.
When did it come out in North America?
It came out on December 25th. So
Okay,
Man,
all right.
That's cutting it fucking close.
And don't get me wrong. I like war movies. I want to see this movie. I'm just saying we gotta call balls and strikes.
Okay, that's fine. I didn't know it came out.
But Olden is the only one that's seen it so far, though.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
yeah.
should talk about that in a minute. Anyway,
So we're just gonna we're gonna add the TV shows really quickly.
TV shows? What you got?
The ones you were talking about, Chernobyl. No, they're not on there. Chernobyl and Wind Waker.
For new shows?
Yes, but
are you adding them right now?
Yeah,
Oh, that's new
I'll
TV.
add them right now.
Okay.
Okay. So
All right, so what else are we disagreeing on?
So we just need because we need a couple the rants we were talking about, but we can cut that out. And then I just need to put in the links to the top podcasts that we had, and then pictures for the porn stars. Do we want pics for the best female and male or no?
So if you can, I know this is work on your part, but don't be a lazy fuck. I liked when you did that last year. That was pretty cool.
Yeah,
Honestly, we should put in photos for all these if possible.
Yeah, exactly. That's what he did last year.
Yeah.
We can all do a little bit of homework.
Yeah. No,
I mean, it's
fuck it,
easy
let it
just
go.
to like Google a certain
Yeah,
thing.
just Google image. Or
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Do we? I mean, if we want to save time, but we can put this out tonight. Very
Yes.
easy.
Awesome. See? Look at us solving fucking problems, goddammit.
Exactly.
The people gonna decide.
Exactly. When you find out homework to do and shit, and you just at your desk writing it. Real fast. That's exactly.
Run to the library, find a clip notebook.
So I will say this: there was one of the dank moments. I actually split into 3.
Okay, which
That
one's up?
is the one about Sony and Disney beefing over
Spidey?
Spidey. I put that as one, but then I split it into Tom Holland saving it. So there's 2 separate instances. Then Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself. I made that one and put that as a meme because that was a popular meme instead of a dank moment.
The guy's death
I
is
put
now a meme.
I changed it to his quote unquote
fucking
suicide
brutal.
as a
Okay.
dank moment.
I mean, okay. Yeah, it was a real event, too.
Yeah, it was a real event, but
His life was a joke, so was his death.
oh!
Jesus Christ. I mean,
and
he
it's
was a
fucking
pedophile, so fuck the guy. You know?
So there you go. So that's like
All right,
3.
whatever.
So it's basically your one thing turned into 3. So
All right.
it worked
I'm
out.
fine with that.
Sounds good.
Good fucking shit.
Anyway,
So what did you
Yeah,
have to
now
get
we-
on this
me and-
19?
Yeah, me and Oninja had an interesting conversation this morning about 1917. I thought it was funny.
Oh, it was funny.
Yeah. So Oninja thought that 1917 is basically Battlefield 1, the game. So go ahead and explain your thoughts on this, please.
Oh, well, my thoughts on the movie are actually totally different. The way the movie was shot is.
Wait a minute. Did he just do a 180 on?
Yeah, I did. Because I was joking about how it, like, I was joking about how it was, like, literally the game. But it's not. It's really like a study of war. And it's done visually because there's
The movie is done visually, huh?
there's not a whole lot of dialogue.
Okay.
It's mostly you literally the
Moving
way
pictures?
the way the movie starts is you're basically given those 2 guys are given a mission, and they're supposed to make it across like a war-torn land.
Army of 2?
And they feel like kind of. They're told by command that there's no enemies in the way, but then they're told by the guys in the trenches like, hey, we were just fired at like less than 18 to 20 hours ago. So if you guys go out there, you're probably gonna get shot. And they're like, well,
Where's
we
one
got
of 'em at?
ordered. Huh?
Yeah, there you go.
Pretty much.
No man's land.
So the way that the movie takes place, the way it's shot, it feels like you're a third man in their little group because you basically follow them as they make a track to this region of Europe, where you're just going through and you're seeing the aftermath of war, where you're seeing how the war just devastated people and like the land. And
This might be the worst movie review I've ever fucking heard.
well, I mean, when you see the film, it's actually pretty brilliant. The way that Sam Mendes like
the
did it.
war movie showed the war, and there were
Well,
war
there-
things in,
no,
the,
there
in
was-
the plains and
No,
the farms.
there wasn't
war.
They're not in any gunfights.
Okay.
So there's really just them trudging through what happens after the war, like after battles. So they're just trying to make it to one end to stop 1,600 men from dying.
And this is up for Golden Eggplant?
So
It's a good film.
This is hilarious because this morning that's definitely not what you said.
Oh yeah,
So I'm glad you like backtracked on that because
Hard.
yeah, that's like pretty much
I
what
must have missed the
agrees.
conversation this
You
morning.
missed conversation because I was like, bruh, the fucking Battlefield 1 is based on a real fucking event. You know what I mean? Like it's real. Like conflating it to saying that it's like a game is to me it's ridiculous. I've been through like extensive military history when I went through boot camp. Well, most people don't know when you go through, especially like Marine Corps boot camp. I can't say about any other boot camp, but in Marine Corps boot camp, it's more than just running around learning how to shoot and shit like that. Like you had to spend long fucking hours and entire goddamn days learning military history and tactics and shit like that. So they explain like World War I all the way up to like actually even before World War I. Jesus Christ, you can go back to like
Genghis Khan?
No. It's American military stuff, but it's like it's pre World War I. I'm trying to remember a battle, like maybe Guadalcanal. That's probably before that, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like well before that. Like all the way up until recent wars, and you have to learn like all the tactics and like so much so that even after you learn all the military history, and you won't if you don't know the history well enough, you'll fail like the practical application part of being a Marine. Like you'll fail like tests and you won't move on, and they'll put you back a week until you remember that fucking knowledge.
Like remediate.
Yeah, and then going back a week at fucking boot camp is fucking awful. Like you feel like you're retarded because I mean honestly, if you don't pass those tests, you are basically retarded. Because you have to learn that shit. Like you have nothing else to do. You know what I mean? You learn it. And then also like when you do the Crucible, which is like the last thing you do before you become a Marine, it's 3 days of the fucking really hard shit. You have a bunch of obstacles you have to do, and it's not 7 days. It's 72 hours, 3 days of forced marching and obstacle courses, and you have like 4 hours of sleep at night. And at the end, you climb up this on the West Coast. You go up this fucking crazy ass mountain called the Reaper, which is fucking crazy hard at the very end. And every single obstacle you go to is based upon somebody that was I'm pretty sure it was. I'm trying to remember. This is like more than 20 years ago for me, but it was a person that received a Medal of Honor. Oh. And it tells their story about how they won the Medal of Honor. So they tell you the story about what they did, and then they base the obstacle course on something about that aspect.
Nice.
You know what I mean? So it's really cool. So you're getting knowledge in like really kind of practical ways. And so most people think about boot camp, but just like doing like hard physical shit. But you have to learn some shit too. Cool. So yeah.
So 1917.
So, what's your take then on? Did you watch 1917 or no?
I haven't watched it. I was just mildly offended when he said it was like Battlefield 1, and I was just like, motherfucker, this is World War I. This is like a real thing.
Battlefield 1 was a good game though.
Yeah, it was a good game, but it was based on a real thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I was trying to think of like something else that would be like an equivalent, but I couldn't think of like a good example. It'd be like if they called like Malcolm X remember X back in the day of the movie?
Yeah.
If they called it something else that wasn't like Malcolm X, and they were like, oh, this is funny. This is like they would say that Malcolm X is like the movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, well, that's the real guy. So like, what are you talking about?
Yep.
Yeah, I know. It was just funny because I'm like, oh, I remember this map while watching the film. I remember when Prodigy died on this spot, and we were trying to take.
Based on real shit.
I was just like, this is how Prodigy died when we were playing this mode, and this is where Prodigy died on this mode. And like, oh, I remember taking this part on B on this map.
This dude hating. Meanwhile, I was playing on an Xbox. I'm just
actually, I have it on the PS4.
Oh, okay.
Right, but you like this movie though?
I do
overall.
like this movie. It's actually really
I want to
good.
go see it.
It's actually really well made. It wasn't the story that I was thinking I was gonna see, but it was definitely a moving. Like, it makes you think. Like, these guys that are the main characters, they're very young. They look like they're 18, and they're out there killing
That
others.
was the age of a lot of
Yeah, but
most people during World War I, they
we gonna buy you a history book.
Yeah, they joined before they were even 17.
Yep.
Yeah, they would lie frequently. Actually, I think my father-in-law lied to get into the Navy, and this is a very common occurrence back in the day. You could be like, they'd be like 14, 15 years old, joining to go kill somebody.
Yeah, things were pretty loosey-goosey on the whole birth certificate verification shit.
Well, it's just interesting seeing these young men going out there and having to face like real danger, because you can tell like
You should have even learned this from Battlefield 1. When you die on Battlefield 1, they give you like the actual date of birth and death. Remember that shit from the game?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, they said born in 1895, died in 1911,
1911,
1912,
1917.
whatever it is.
Yeah, I mean, it was a really good film. Put it that way.
Good shit. All right. Let's get into a little bit with the gaming news. Unless you guys already touched upon this. I don't know how old this is. Sony ain't going to be at fucking E3.
Oh, yeah, we
talked
talked about this.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, we can talk about more recent stuff.
Yeah.
So apparently there's been a lot of delays. And the latest one, I mean, CD Projekt Red is pushing back Cyberpunk 2077.
Mm-hmm.
We already talked about EA pushing back games.
Which game is
That's
EA
another
pushing?
one.
I'm sorry, not EA. Was it EA?
Yeah, because they're pushing back Final. No, that's
No, Squaresoft. Sorry,
Squaresoft, yeah.
Squaresoft is pushing back 2 games. But then there's another game that was supposed to come out, but they're pushing back indefinitely.
So
Avengers game.
Okay, so
Dying Light 2.
yeah, Dying Light 2 by I think that's Techland, right? I think it's
so.
Techland.
Something like.
But they didn't, like I was saying in the chat, they never actually had, and I love Dying Light. The first one was amazing. They never had an official release date, so this one doesn't feel as bad. You know, like if they had a hard date saying it was going to come out May 22nd, and then they said now it's going to be September 4th, then I don't know that for whatever reason psychologically that feels worse. But yeah, it definitely got delayed.
I have 2 thoughts on this. It's either there is a serious problem with both the new PlayStation 5 and Xbox, what they call the Series some shit?
Series X.
Xbox Series X hardware, that they're having a serious problem like developing it, or there's a serious problem with them backporting it to the current hardware. I think it's one. It could be both, but it's likely one or the other.
Yeah.
That there's something wrong with like them trying to port it over onto these consoles.
Because Dying Light 1 came out in 15, if I'm not mistaken. And obviously now we're in 2020. That's a pretty long dev cycle, you know, for a game that wasn't. It's not like GTA 5 or God of War.
That's like five years. I mean, it could be. You never know. I mean, listen. Prior to this God of War coming out, the previous God of Wars, I mean, they were good games, but the amount of thought and development that went into them, they had like a 2-year.
Yeah, it was about 2-3 years. Yeah.
And then when this one, a really long one, we were like, what the fuck? And it came out and it was like, Jesus.
It knocked us off of our. It knocked off our kind of expectations, or exceeded our expectations. No doubt about it. I hope this one does as well. Don't get me, like I said, I'm a big Dying Light fan. To me, for this console generation. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna say it. I think this was the best like zombie game, you know, with some co-op and whatnot on here. But I'm not crazy disappointed. We hadn't seen a whole lot of footage either for Dying Light 2, but you know, I'm hoping that they can bring it.
But there's a problem though that I think a lot of people aren't really thinking about. We're having like a hole in like new games coming out.
Yeah,
there's already like a significant hole in games coming out.
Yeah, I think the next big one isn't Doom Eternal. The next big one, if it doesn't get pushed back.
Yeah, I think that's in like March or maybe April. But it's just like I don't think that one's not gonna. I'm pretty sure it's not gonna get pushed back because I'm already seeing gameplay footage.
Yes, and that did get pushed back in 19. Remember that was supposed to be a November release.
Yeah.
So, you know, these things happen. We all want high quality games right out of the box. You know what I mean? Like we don't want to have patches years later or whatever. We want it to be good right away.
Yeah. So I'm fine with like waiting for a game, but the fact that there's so many games like and it's been said before, like usually this time of the year games get pushed back, but it's like it seems like a more significant amount of games that are getting pushed back at the same time, and I think that is directly linked to the new consoles coming out.
That is a high probability because you know we're getting backwards compatibility for both. I think, right? Xbox confirmed that too. I'm looking at you, old ninja. So yeah, I mean.
Well, did you see did you see the new trailer for the new gameplay footage of Godfall?
Yes.
So it looks good, but the graphics don't look significantly improved from the PS4, which is okay because you know typically when you have like a new generation coming out, you don't see like the best that they can do in the first like couple of games.
Yep.
With a few exceptions, but it just didn't look that much superior than the PS4.
I tend to agree with you on that. I go back to the way, and I didn't really like this game. Killzone, what was it? Shadowfall.
Oh, actually, I like the game.
Yeah. It didn't connect for me, but that was like a launch title for PS4.
Yeah.
Forever ago, it seemed like. But graphically, I don't remember being amazed.
Actually, graphically, it probably depends on your TV. I had a pretty good TV.
Okay.
So at the time, I had a plasma, and it looked pretty good. So I had a lot of fun with that game, but I mean, compared to games that came out afterwards, obviously it wasn't that great. I'll have to go back and play it and see what it looks like.
It's been a long fucking time.
We're missing a Killzone. We're missing a goddamn. What was the other one with the Resistance?
Resistance.
What the fuck happened?
Okay, here's the other fail though. They didn't even have the Resistance trilogy, just like Mass Effect trilogy never came for this whole generation.
Yeah.
That was a great PS3, Xbox 360 kind of, you know, for the Mass Effect. That was a great trilogy.
I would have played it again on the PS4.
Or
honestly.
Dead Space. Dead Space
Yeah.
never came out as a trilogy as well.
You know
Wait,
what's
what?
a shame? Yeah.
Dead Space trilogy.
What's a shame
remastered?
about Mass
Oh.
Effect really should have been redone on the new consoles because they should have taken the gameplay, like the gunplay from
2 and 3.
2 and 3, and then ported it to 1.
Yep.
That would have been
That would have been
done.
amazing.
Yeah.
With with HD graphics.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that
That'd
would
have
have
been
been
a wrap.
amazing.
I wonder
That
if
would have
these-
sold. That would have sold all kinds of money.
I wonder if these studios are pushing back their game release dates so they can make it more compatible with the 5.
That's what he was saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, well, I'm saying.
wasn't paying
yeah.
attention.
Yeah, it's probably it's probably a problem with either the new hardware or like making the game just for the new hardware and then backporting it to the old hardware.
Yeah.
I think we're getting. Well, we'll see if this is delayed too. But I think we're getting Neo 2 sometime within the next couple months, and then,
I just had a thought.
what?
What I just said doesn't really apply to the Xbox. Oh, I'm sorry, to the PlayStation because it's backwards compatible, so it doesn't really make sense. So maybe the backwards compatible is probably an issue.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Also, y'all talk about the Avengers got pushed back as well.
Yeah, that was one of the SquareSoft ones.
Yeah.
Is it in combat? Is it Square and Enix or Square and EA
it's-
working on it, or just Square?
I think it's Square Enix.
I thought this
Yeah.
was a joint thing, but
It could be. I don't fucking know. All I know is it got pushed back. So
We'll fucking see. I'm still excited. I've never played like I've mentioned before. I've never played a Final Fantasy game. I'll try this remake of 7. We'll see
Wow,
how it
really?
fucking goes. Yeah. Yeah.
well, you're not really an RPG kind of guy.
I've only played 7.
Well, see, I mean, it all depends because I mean, I love Dark Souls and Bloodborne. You know, those are RPGs, and then even Weeb Hunter is an RPG.
yeah,
Well,
pretty much.
but
an
you never
RPG.
played like a real like turn-based RPG, right? I mean,
Well, what's
Yeah, I mean, the
Kingdom
only one
Hearts?
on the Vita, the Persona 4, was turn-based.
okay. Did you
played-
beat that?
I didn't beat it, but I invested a lot of hours, like 40 hours in it, 30, 40 hours. It's a long-ass game.
Actually, no. I also played Final Fantasy Crisis Core on the PSP when it was out, and I think
The
that
fighting
was,
game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was pretty fun.
what about the game you bought earlier last year, Kingdom Hearts? Was that turn-based? Or
Oh,
that
my God. Yeah, you see it, and that's absent. Fuck you, Weebs. It's absent from the Golden Egg plans. I didn't like that one all that much. But it's not... Well, yeah, I'm sorry. It is kind of turn-based. Yeah, it is.
Was
Right?
it?
I
can't-
don't
no,
know.
It's,
I didn't
it's not
play it.
turn-based.
No?
Not that I remember. I played like the quarter, third, fucking whatever, the remix.
HD.
One of the earlier ones.
Shit. And it was sort of like live, but sort of not. It was just the game was fucking lame. I
Yeah.
tried to play it. I was just like, it was a bunch of fetch quests, and I couldn't do anything for like the first 3 hours. I'm just like, dude, I'm not gonna play this shit anymore.
That one wasn't for me. And I'm not... Unlike Weeb Hunter, I'm not going back.
Maybe I'll give that one away too. Did I buy it or download it? If I bought it, I'll give it away. Some other weeb.
Give it away. Give
Can
it
have
away.
it.
Yeah.
Good fucking shit. I feel like... What was the other one? So there was... for Square, there's Final Fantasy pushed. Last of Us 2 got pushed last year, but I think we're still hopefully getting it in May. I don't know. We'll
What
fucking
game?
see. Last of Us 2.
Oh yeah.
I thought it was
see.
September. I could be wrong.
Jesus Christ.
I don't
yeah.
know. Yeah.
Well, see, the other thing that's kind of weird about September launches, first of all, the fall is like this huge time for video games, but we have consoles dropping too.
Yeah.
So, do you want to have a PS4 release, even though there is backwards compatibility, so close to the launch? I don't know.
Yeah. I'm gonna get it day one.
It seems like so far this new generation of consoles is a fucking mess. It's a mess. I mean, first of all, Xbox, there's been literally 0 exclusives announced for the new one.
Yep.
I'm like, what the fuck? And then PlayStation is a mess too because we don't know when games are coming out. We don't know
What it looks
what
like.
it looks like.
Well, we haven't
Yeah.
even gotten the official, and we're here it's happening in 2020, and yes, this is January, but we haven't even gotten the official, here's the specs, here's the price, here's the, the hard date and what's going to be at launch. Like, it hasn't been an official rollout. It's been bits and pieces here, bits and pieces here. Someone did an interview in Europe.
Well,
Like, what the fuck?
I heard strong rumors. February 5th, we're gonna have our answers to,
That'd be great.
to those questions. But I'm like, that seems very odd because usually you have like more than a year in advance.
Yeah.
And at this point in time, it's just like I'm not overly confident with like this new generation of consoles. For the first time ever, like, and Nintendo doesn't have anything coming up the pipe either. Like, as far as I've seen, and I've heard rumors about the Switch Pro, and there's been no real news about that.
I know.
It's kind of. It's not. I'm not gonna say it's the end of gaming, but it's just like, dude, like, what is going on with gaming in
Well,
Yeah.
2020?
even just the successful marketing of gaming. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a new console is an exciting fucking time. Everybody should know these stats very soon. But if I don't like this rollout. Even the weird thing of, and again, I'm a huge Sony fan, but the logo was just like, the logo reveal was just
so
weird.
stupid.
I was like,
It was stupid.
what the fuck you mean a logo reveal? Nobody gives a fuck about the
giant
goddamn
fucking
logo.
Conference just to show a fucking logo.
The logo looks exactly like the PS2, PS3, PS4
Well, you
one.
know what's funny is that people were mad about it. They're like, "Oh, it looks ugly, motherfucker! It looks literally like the 4,
Yeah.
but put to a 5."
Same font, everything.
Yeah.
It's that Spider-Man font
Yeah.
from the Sony Spider-Man.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Well, actually, they changed it.
Oh, that's right. They
for the-
did. Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I know
Gamers are
there
weird.
was some leaked image of the user interface of the console. So I guess some of the game developers snapshot a picture of it, and it just looks the same like the Sony PS4 now.
Good
Damn,
shit.
So we'll see.
You know, now, I'm sorry to go back to this, though. I know we're done with the golden eggplants. I have not seen it. But did we have The Expanse on there for season 4?
I
I heard.
Yeah, it's on there.
Okay.
Is it on there?
Yeah, best returning, not
Okay.
best new.
I need to get fucking caught up, man. But hey, we'll fucking see.
Yeah, it's on Prime, right? On Amazon Prime
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is. Can we switch it up a little bit and get to some anime, goddammit? Because sometimes we don't even touch upon anime.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Ooh, we got some good ones.
Yeah, so I heard I'm not current, but I heard My Hero is great now.
They slapping motherfuckers.
Yeah, basically Deku goes fucking Super Saiyan.
Good shit.
I was like, bruh, like he finally got to go to 100%, and there's a caveat, but yeah, he could do 100% for a little while.
Nice.
And it's
Without
pretty
breaking his
crazy.
fucking bones and shit.
Well, he does, but it's okay.
All right.
So you'll see when you get to. I don't want to have the giveaway, but it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I need
what
to
happened.
catch up. I'm hella behind on my
Yeah,
academia.
like they did a really good
I
job.
get back to
of-
school.
They had a good job of like having like basically two different like villain groups in this one, and like kind of like consolidating like the storylines. So, and it rolls into like the next like arc. So.
Good, because the start of 4 was a little slow for me.
Yeah, no,
It takes a minute.
It speeds up once they go into that fucking like dungeon with the Yakuza people. It's just like shit goes off the hook. Yeah.
Good shit. All right, Blue, what you watching on the anime side? Are you still catching up on shit?
Yeah, I'm still catching up on stuff. I'm all caught up. So there's this. I talked about it before. There's a little side non-canon Dragon Balls like their card game based anime that comes on that you can find on YouTube. But it's basically like a fan service to the Dragon Ball series. It's called Super Dragon Ball Heroes.
Okay.
And it's just a bunch of funny, it's ridiculous stuff, but it's still really good. It's like it's just as good as the actual anime that you watch on the show. But we get this
from Dragon Ball Super.
yeah, from Dragon Ball Super. But we get to see some cool fighting scenes between Goku and like the Jiren comes in there, and we got Vegeta. But I think they're about to wrap up because Goku just finally beat the last villain. But this show's been on for like almost 2 years now, and it's only 18 episodes.
I don't even hear anybody
And
talking about this.
it's
shit.
only like 10 minutes long every episode.
and
It's
Dragon
really
Ball fans go
short.
fucking hard. Oh,
Yeah.
That's weird. Okay.
It's really good. You should check it out. Like, I'm pretty sure there's some videos online where they have all of like the 18 episodes together, so it's like a 2-hour movie,
Good
basically.
shit, man. I still got to get at least both of you. I don't know about the rest of you, but I got to get y'all to watch this Seis Manos, man. You know how you
I'll
describe
watch it. Yeah.
you describe fucking Deathstroke as being this violent fucking happiness
Yeah,
when it
yeah.
comes to animation. That is what Seis Manos is, only in Mexico with kung fu and fucking.
Oh wait,
vampire wolf.
that one's on Netflix, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
It's a
I watched
Netflix
I
original.
watched one episode of it.
Good shit, right?
Yeah, it was pretty fucking brutal.
Yeah, man.
Like
So-
that's the one where the kid he like jumps over the wall to the kung fu studio, right?
Yep.
And the two people there. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that shit was dope, man. I finished that over the weekend.
Did you watch Fire Force? Did you finish that shit?
I am no, I don't think I hit the end, but I'm getting close.
It's 24 episodes.
So I'm probably like at 1920.
Okay,
somewhere
yeah,
in
it
there.
gets- It gets really fucking good. Like
Yeah,
it's
you know, that show to me, it surprised me. It started off really good,
yeah.
and it just kind of stayed good, and then started escalating even more towards the
Yeah,
end.
it started getting like a lot better. I was just like, dude.
That's why it's on the Golden Eggplant, because I mean that one was good. Dr. Stone amazed me. They even reference fucking Tesla dude,
Elon
Elon
Musk.
Musk.
Elon
yeah.
Musk and shit on there. I mean that shit is dope. And then finally, I know it took a fucking couple years, but Kronos and Blue have been talking about Naruto and Naruto Shippuden forever. I'm finally into shit, man, I don't know, 100,
Alright,
150
War?
episodes, somewhere like that.
Goddamn.
They're at the part with Pervy Sage. I'm not gonna call him Master Dry or whatever.
Pervy Sage.
He's fucking Pervy Sage, and he got the 2 toads from the what's it called, and he's battling Pain, who Blue, I think Blue or maybe Blue and Cronus.
Yeah.
Who broke down Pain at Fanime?
Was
that you?
No, I think it was Cronus.
Did you break him down?
Yeah.
Because I only did what's the name?
Okay.
Hero Killer.
At Fanime, you broke him down, and I was like, "Ooh, that sounds like a really interesting villain." And now I'm finally getting the tip of the iceberg, seeing about him, and I was like, "Okay, I get it now." You know what I mean?
Yeah, this is you're at the probably one of the most emotional episodes.
I'm right there. I'm trying to watch at least 2 episodes a fucking night. I'm gonna finish this series this year.
You're gonna get to a point. Wait, so you're at the point to where Pervy Sage went to the village hidden in the rain.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man.
Uh-oh.
I'm just saying. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So it's gonna get to a point you're probably you might cry.
Yeah.
All right, and then you're gonna not. It's gonna be hard for you to stop watching the show.
Because I love
for a
Pervy.
good 50 fucking episodes.
Damn.
Because like they ramp it up significantly after this.
I'm waiting. I mean, there are some definite like filler and then mixed canon filler ones that are are okay, but I like the main story.
Well,
and whatnot.
the fillers are gonna drop off significantly at this point, and then you'll have like a couple, but they're not gonna be like multi episodes. It'll just be like maybe 1, maybe 2.
Yeah.
And then the 4th Great Ninja. Well, the attack on the Leaf Village happens.
Yes.
And then the 4th Great Ninja War happens, and that's
I'm down.
nonstop.
Dude, I'm down, man. I'm fucking.
There's
I'm
2
gonna ramp through it.
episodes in Naruto that made me fucking tear up. The one with Jiraiya and when Naruto meets his fucking mom.
Yeah, that almost fucked
I was
up,
like,
too.
dude, what is this? Water coming from my face.
Oh man! And I know you ain't even watching any goddamn anime, Stitch.
Nah.
You on that other stuff. You found a few good ones back in the day.
Yeah, no, I did. I plan on I have like a tablet, but the screen got cracked on it, so I plan on getting the screen fixed. That way, when I'm on late night baby duty or whatever, I can just log into like YouTube or Crunchyroll or even like Marvel Unlimited and just like watch and catch up on a lot of shit. So I'm kind of like, I figured I was like, oh, I might as well just create like a massive backlog because there's gonna be a bunch of late nights I got.
He's gonna watch all 900 episodes of One Piece. I
don't
know
know
it.
about
You know what I
that.
mean?
Well, one cool thing feature about the PS4 is that if you're watching like YouTube or any of the apps on there, you can actually stream the audio to your headphones. So even if your TV doesn't have like that capability, you can do it with the PS4. So you can watch YouTube videos and
use your
audio can go to
controller.
your headphones.
Yeah, he's playing your controller.
Lilo does that all
Pretty
the
fucking
time.
cool.
Yeah, it's pretty badass.
Good shit. All right, old ninja, you on any anime or you just on that bullshit?
I gotta start Ruby. I was talking to B-Boy, and the new season's about to drop, so I gotta catch up. So, and then I plan on trying to watch Fire Force because everyone's telling me they're watching it, and it's on Hulu now.
Yes.
But it's dubbed, I guess.
They should have both if you want it.
I didn't see, but I didn't really like.
Crunchyroll
thoroughly
is
look.
not.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm probably gonna try to start that. But Ruby is definitely. I'm gonna watch probably both seasons now because they're about to start season 6. So, and I kind of fell off. So, and me and B-Boy were big fans of the show. So.
Good shit.
Awesome, and I have the first one for you somewhere for DC, but I have comics everywhere.
Comics
So,
for the.
There's a Ruby comic from DC.
Oh shit! No shit.
I got you number 1 like a while. This is like months ago.
Oh shit!
I forgot to give it to you.
I had no idea. Well, thank you. That's awesome.
On a whole different note,
Go ahead.
SF Beer Week is upon us.
Yes.
Ah.
Yes.
And it starts on February 7th.
7th. Yeah.
I have the week off after that. I already have Friday off because
So
I don't work Fridays.
8th through the 12th or something.
It's the 7th through like the. Hold on, let me pull it
I
up.
think it's the 7th through the 16th.
Okay.
Is that right? Something like that.
7th, I think you're correct.
Because I'm like, oh, it's literally like the Friday after the Super
Sorry,
Bowl.
the 7th through the 10th. No.
That don't make
7th through the 16th. Yeah, you're correct.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll have. I'm working on Sunday the 9th, but the 10th through the 15th I have off, and I'm not working on Friday either. But Friday is just the opening gala, so we'll be there for the opening gala, and then I'll have the 10th through the 15th off. So
This is your opportunity to day drink with cast members.
yes, I'll be out day drinking every day of that week. It's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna gain some weight, but it's okay.
What was the dates of that again?
It's the 7th.
just came back.
The 7th through the 16th. February 7th through the 16th. So the opening gala is probably like one of the more fun things to do.
It's probably
But-
like on the 7th for that one.
Yeah, that's on the 7th. But
yeah.
if you want to go and like see the city, come out on like the 10th through the 14th. I'm gonna say because I'm probably not gonna go on the 15th.
And it spreads all over the Bay. Like most of the events are in the city, but like there's plenty in Berkeley, East Bay.
Like, there's some in the South Bay even.
There are, but I try to stick to places where I can connect to BART and then take Uber because I don't drive during that week. So I just, I usually go to a couple places in Berkeley that I hit up. I go to Jupiter, and then there's another I forget what it's called. There's another beer place that I go to. That's
Pyramid.
No, it's not
That's
Pyramid.
gone.
Pyramid's gone.
Oh shit! Fuck.
Yeah.
It's been gone for like 5 years, dude.
God damn.
They had a yeast infection problem.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, like the yeast they kept trying to grow
Pussy
there.
was bad.
No, it's actually even worse.
Damn.
Pussy kept rising.
Yeah, it kept like there was like some crazy
Thank you,
infection
bitch.
with like, all the yeast they had for their beer.
Yeah.
And so every batch of beer they made was bad. So they had to close shop.
That's
Damn.
all bad.
And you know what's crazy now? I went past there and it's like some totally different place.
Shit.
I can't. I've been by there too. I can't remember what it is now.
Yeah, because I had to go because my fucking car I busted another hose, which I'm getting rid of this year.
Shitty.
Oh,
hoes.
do you go to
Weatherford, BMW.
do you go to Founders? Is that in Berkeley?
No, Founders is in
Michigan.
Michigan, yeah.
No,
And
no,
they're
not-
actually racist. Did you know about that?
What the fuck?
Oh
Dun,
shit!
dun, dun.
I waited.
What a tweet!
I waited for a minute. I was like on the fence. I was like, bruh, I don't see if the whole case here. Because okay, so I'm part of like a black, what do you call it?
Twitter.
I forget the name of the actual group. No. It's like
Blackity black.
sorry, I had to remember. Brothers in Craft Brew. So it's like black dudes that drink craft beer.
Nice.
And
All
so
right.
I've been.
It's on Facebook or something?
It's on Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah. It's usually I think it's by invite only. So
You notice how none of us got invites. You see that?
so you guys don't drink craft brew? Actually, you kind of do, but it's so does
He was like,
I'll
fuck
let
y'all.
you know.
Some elitist.
Yeah.
Stone
We're upper
cutters.
crust.
Yeah.
I got invited because I met a guy at 8 Bridges.
Cronus is like, you don't know the secret handshake.
Yeah. Anyway, so I
You gotta
joined.
purify
Illuminati.
yourself in Lake Minnetonka.
Well, so I joined the group like years ago, right?
Okay.
And so I don't drink as much beer as I used to because I lost weight, and if you drink a lot of beer, it's hard to like keep your weight down.
Yeah.
So every now I'll drink beer for like periods of time throughout the year, which will be in a couple weeks. And so Founders used to be like the shit, right? Because they had like their Kentucky breakfast stout, and their Canadian breakfast stout, which are fantastic stouts, right? And for a while, I post in there, I'm drinking this, drinking that, and then all of a sudden, people were just like, "Oh no, fuck Founders." I was just like, "What the fuck? What are you talking about?" They were like, "Oh, they're racist," and I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And so apparently, there was like a member that was in the group that worked at Founders, and he had some serious racist shit happen to him at one of their tap rooms. Where like apparently they like renamed one of the printers like the N-word.
Whoa.
And they were like dropping N-bombs all the time and all this shit. And I was like,
wait, this is an official Founders tap
yes,
room.
Yes.
Damn.
Oh.
Yes.
Not where they're like just some bar where
No,
they're.
no. Official Founders play, and there was a lawsuit. All right. And when I read the lawsuit, I was like, I'm gonna wait until like the jury comes out. So I kept buying Founder stuff every now and again, and then once I started the stuff started coming out, I was like, oh shit. I have one Founders beer in my fridge right now, and it's been there for a while. But I was like, they settled for some money, and then apparently they hired like an African American woman to be like their diversity person, and she just fucking quit. She was like, fuck this. So I was like, oh, that's not a good look. That's not a good look. So they shut down like one of their tap rooms. And
So I looked it up right now, and literally yesterday, this was posted up that Founders Brewing focus on diversity training in wake of discrimination lawsuit.
yeah, it's all.
This was posted fucking yesterday. God damn.
Okay, so. No, go ahead. I'll.
Yeah,
Fucking
so-
Seventh
fuck
Cavalry.
Subway.
shit.
Yeah. like, what the
I
fuck?
gave like the benefit of the doubt because I'm like, I usually wait until like some sort of like for more information to come out because one person saying that the he said she said thing and there's a lawsuit, but it's like you need to have some details in the lawsuit.
And he could have been a disgruntled employee.
Yeah, it could've
former
been.
employee.
Which is what when I originally read it, it was like it might have been that, but turns out that it's not.
Nope.
Right, so now it's just like, well,
You're like, well, fuck.
I don't buy their beer anymore.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. I mean, you got to stand on some principles.
Yeah.
Here's my thing: y'all don't like money. Like you're so committed to racist shit that you're going to just say the black people who like your beer,
Well,
fuck them.
So listen, I mean, from their
Right?
stupid ass racist, from their racist shit, it's like first of all, it's like how many. there's not a lot of black people that actually drink, microbrew beers at all.
Good point.
Like seriously, like when we go to all these, like when I go out to like SF Beer Week, if I'm eating a black guy, it's fucking amazing.
Yeah, it's fucking rare.
It's really fucking rare.
I hear you.
So for them, it's like it's not like their core buyers, but at the same time, it's like probably don't be racist.
Yeah, how hard
You
is
know
it to
what I
not
mean?
be
Yeah.
like, even if it's 1%, why do you have to go out of your way? You know what I mean? Like, if you don't see many black people, and then you got some printer named the N-word, like,
Yeah, it's
sorry,
like just
that's-
don't be a fucking asshole. And
Jesus.
so now I don't buy Founders anymore, and they made decent beer, but it's like I can't support a company that, even though I'm fairly certain that the main location wasn't like that, but at least one of their locations was like that, and managers were like part of the problem. And it's like, if you don't recognize that that's a problem in part of your organization, that in itself is a problem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you hired the wrong people.
Plus, they were doing the Cyclops salute, though. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah.
That was part of their whole thing.
Wow, this like everything in this article is basically what Kronos was just talking about.
Yeah.
Like to talk about like there was a tap room where they were using racist terms. There's a few employees who like just felt uncomfortable, and it wasn't just one guy. It was a few people, and they talk about how they started off as a small company and they grew too fast and this
They
and
did.
that.
Yeah, and that's why, like, when they were all like, fuck Founders. So when I first started drinking Founders, like, getting KBS was extremely difficult.
Yeah, I remember you talking about
And
that.
getting CBS was damn near fucking impossible. The only way that I got it was because I was cool with a place called the Cork and Barrel.
Yeah.
Cork and Bottles.
Cork
Yeah.
and Bottle in Fremont, California. I was cool with the son of the owner.
Yeah.
And he would let me know what they had, like it was like rare in stock, and so I'd buy it at whatever price they had,
Yeah.
which is usually pretty reasonable, but it's above normal.
Yep.
But I just didn't know about the racist shit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Drake's, there's never been any hint of that kind of bullshit.
No,
you know what I mean? What's your Stone, in San Diego? I mean,
Russian River.
yeah, we got a
you know,
whole bunch
yeah.
of breweries that we've given shout outs to on this fucking show. You know what I mean? That, we've always been like, hey, what are you drinking? You know what I mean? But yeah, fuck them.
Well, it's funny because like in the group, we actually have there's like factions in the group of like people that like West Coast IPAs and like these new NE IPAs, and I don't like NE IPAs because I think they all taste the same, and then. I kind of got into like an argument with like I think it was like one of the admins about it because he was just like, well, what about the West Coast IPAs? And I was like, well, it's like the West Coast IPAs aren't taking up fucking 75% of my goddamn coolers right now. You know what I mean? Like for a while when I would go into like a beer store back when I was drinking a lot of beer, like 75% of the refrigerator space for a lot of these, beer focused liquor stores were full of NE IPAs. They're New England IPAs, which are ones with like citrus, they're unfiltered, they're cloudy IPAs.
Yeah, hazy.
Yeah, like hazy ones. I'm just like, I tried it for a while. I'm like, they're cool, but like after you have like 2 or 3, it's like they all kind of taste the same. With West Coast IPAs, I don't really feel the same. It might be because I'm from the West Coast, but they taste differently to me. And like for me to like break that down to somebody else, they're just like, well, it's them. It's like the opposite.
Yeah, fuck your taste buds.
Yeah, well, all these West Coast IPAs taste the same to me, and that's just, I'm like, okay, that's fair, but
Locked.
I'm still right.
Banned.
Yeah, no, I didn't he was cool about it, but it
jail.
was just like, it was just funny to me that we had like the complete opposite views on different kinds of beer.
Yeah.
So
Shit.
Yeah, it's kind of like that with like when you go to like the Safeway nowadays. Is that majority of their space for beers are IPAs.
yeah, especially here, in California. But the NE IPA thing, it was like a huge thing for like a while. Like if you go to like the Cork and Bottle right now, like look in their fridge space, and it's probably like 50% right now. It's probably hazy / NE IPAs, and for a while like the Brute beers were like supposed to be a new thing.
I forgot about those. Yeah.
Yeah, thank God they fucking fell off. 'Cause they were fucking awful.
Damn,
So
yeah.
what a Brute beer was, basically they took like the yeast that's used for like a Brute champagne, and they'll put it in a beer. And it's
Make it stronger,
fucking-
yeah.
No, it wasn't even that much stronger. It just tastes fucking awful.
Yeah.
Because it had like so bubbles in a beer are like larger bubbles than they are in a champagne. And so when you have it in a beer, like tastes really fucking weird. It's like a little bit more like kind of tart. And
Yeah.
it just like to me, it didn't please my palate at all.
You know what needs to leave desserts is fucking sour beers. Those motherfuckers are disgusting.
I'm not a big fan of like most sour beers.
Lilo loves the sour beers.
So does
Oh,
K-Mac
God,
likes
yeah.
them too. Yeah.
Some WPS stuff.
Should go to like Almanac and get those places.
I want to try to like them because I think it's an acquired taste. Because like an IPA is an acquired taste.
Yeah, I've had a few that were pretty good, but I couldn't just drink it. And, I mean, I'm glad they come in a little tulip glass and everything like that. I couldn't drink like a pint.
yeah.
I would be like, yeah.
Well, you also got to think about, so like when I was, first started drinking like at, 14 years old, if you gave me an IPA, I'd be like, what the fuck is this bullshit? They would taste awful. And I think that for like a lot of alcohol that are like sort of kind of funkier,
that's
sort of flavors, it's kind of like that. Like you kind of have to like, it's an acquired taste.
Just keep drinking it.
Yeah,
over and over again until you like it.
It's like anal sex.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Fuck you till you love me.
A little bit.
Praise to Allah. So, Stitch, it sounds like Stormy is going to be born on the same day that basically Birds of Prey is about to come out. So I feel like you should watch that movie instead of being in the waiting room. Are you down for this?
Jesus Christ.
What's your new hating
Didn't
on
even
this?
know that movie was coming out or whatever.
Forgotten shit.
Jeez. I feel so bad for Margot Robbie.
God
damn. I think
Damn.
she's a talent. She's got talent, but that movie just does nothing for me. I literally had no idea it was coming out. I saw a couple more commercials for it, but I just like looked down at my phone when I see the
You've been
commercial.
hating hard on this.
I will totally support you on saying that the commercials look fucking terrible. However, the actual trailers don't look as bad as the commercials.
You saw both of them?
I saw both of them.
Okay.
The one commercial that I saw, of maybe like two, the movie looked so fucking girl power bad. I was just like, what the fuck is this nonsense?
Like Ghost Girls.
Ghostbusters.
Girl power bad.
Yeah. Like the
Wow.
commercials that I saw.
I don't need Joker anymore, and I found newer girls that don't
Yeah.
need that man either.
It looked
oh
real
my
stupid.
God. You hyped on this?
Yeah.
I'm ready for this, man. I told you.
But the trailers were like, they were better to me anyway. And it was cool to see like Rosie Perez in the movie.
Yes.
I was just like, what the fuck has she been doing?
Yeah.
Like, she was like super hot in like the 90s.
She can
Yes,
speak
she
good
was.
and
And
everything.
she's still not bad looking.
And White Men Can't Jump, she was
Yeah.
bad. But yeah, no, this is happening. No,
I got no desire to see that. I do want to try to see Bad Boys.
I heard it's
I've
pretty
heard-
good.
It was surprising because the trailer, I was
looked
like,
bad.
I was like, I don't want
that
no
second
part
one
of
was
that.
pretty rough.
But a lot of people have been like, it's fun. It's actually
Yeah.
pretty decent. And I was like,
Funny and everything.
yeah, I was like, oh, okay. So I might go check it out and see what it's about or whatever.
Yeah.
Come back with a review and we'll see how that
What
goes.
you talking about?
Bad
Bad
Boys,
Boys
the new Bad Boys
Oh,
for life.
yeah. I want to see
Bad
it too.
Boys for life.
Hopefully, Martin loses weight throughout the movie because
that didn't happen.
he does not look great right now.
No.
He looks like Big Mama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like right now, I'm just like, bro, can you like? I try.
Does he have a condition to I don't know if he has a health or disease kind of thing going on because he looks sickly too.
Whatever health or disease thing he has probably has to do with food and eating too much of it. Because he doesn't
he
look
looks
great.
rough. He
and,
looks rough.
And I'm saying this as kind of an asshole, but I also want to see Martin Lawrence live longer because he was a fucking hilarious dude. He changed a lot of shit in the 90s. Like his talking shit tape, not CD. The tape that I had of that shit was fucking hilarious.
People forget his stand-up was almost revolutionary.
Yeah.
And the Martin Show was great. I don't know if that's
iconic.
if
Gina.
that's still in vogue now, but I tell you what, that ruled like 5 years of the 90s.
Well, even when he hosted Comedy Jam.
Def Comedy
Yeah.
Jam,
Yeah,
yeah.
'cause
Like,
that
he-
shit was
He
legendary.
ushered in a new era with like Def Comedy Jam introduced us to
Chris Tucker.
Chris Tucker,
Dave Chappelle.
Bernie Mac.
yeah, Bernie Mac, and who
Hamburger.
came back to host because Bernie Mac took
Harry
over
Spears.
when Martin Lawrence started getting gigs.
So I will go on a limb to say that Martin Lawrence in the 90s was like Eddie Murphy's in like the 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
In a
he was
lot of
that
ways.
big. Yeah.
Yep.
Especially to our generation.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
There ain't no fucking doubt about it, though. Because even he was in the house party movies. Remember
Oh,
as the DJ and
Yeah.
shit?
Yes, Bilal, your
Yeah.
breath stink.
So, yeah, I mean, shout out to him. I hope he's able to do all right. And then also, I give props. Like, Will Smith had a fucking stinker. What was that? Gemini Man
Gemini
that
Man.
flopped hard as fuck. And then this
Actually,
one seems to be doing well.
I just watched it. It wasn't
It's not
that
that bad.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm just saying financially.
yeah,
It
yeah,
flopped.
But I watched it this weekend. I thought it was actually, I thought it was decent, but it could have been like I went in there with really low expectations.
The
and-
thing about Gemini Man, it's nothing we haven't seen before.
Yeah,
that's,
that's true,
that's
yeah.
the problem.
Yeah.
It's nothing new.
I haven't
And,
seen Will Smith twice. What are you talking about?
Oh, damn.
But there's some scene. It's that Candy Valley, like like
Uncanny Valley.
Yeah, like it looks like Will Smith as younger, but you know that it's not, and so it's like it's something unnatural about it, but it looks fucking like him. So you're like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, it's the CGI.
I do want to see that. It's like that mob movie. What's his
Oh, the gangster one?
Yeah. I'm sorry. What was it?
The Irishman or something like that. What was it called?
No.
No, not the Netflix one. It's
The Gentleman.
The Gentleman.
Oh,
yeah.
the Guy Ritchie
I've
film?
heard good stuff about
Well,
that.
you might want to look at them reviews, bro.
Oh, really?
I wanted to too, but them reviews look awful.
So this is kind of.
That's why I don't go by.
I'm glad you said that because this is what's kind of terrible about living today, is that what happens when you want to go see a movie?
Well, yeah, we were talking about this from what's his name, Falcon.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it's true.
Yeah, you look up the fucking reviews and you're just like, oh no, I don't want to watch it. It's like a precursor. You're letting people that are critics dictate what you watch.
Yeah.
Like, just go watch the movie that you want to go watch.
It could be fun to you. There's plenty of bad movies that I have seen that a whole bunch of people shitted on and hated. I get that, and at the same time, I don't get to go to the movies as much as I used to when you know.
Yeah, that's the thing.
So
when
it's like when I go to the movies, I don't want to see like a 9 out of 9% bullshit.
Let me bullshit quantify your statement. You want to make sure that you agree with people that watch the movie.
Well, yeah, and I want to like it. I want to like it too, but I want to make sure that it's at least a good movie.
You just want to be part of the populace. That's sad.
I mean, hey,
it's
got to be a good movie.
I'm kind of the same way too, though. But it's
your
like
money, yeah.
I try not to read as many reviews now because it's just like a lot of people that are like reviewers that watch these things early. They give you kind of bullshit. Like if you actually read their reviews,
Some of them are
and
crap.
not just their fucking like hotlines or hot takes, they're kind of bullshit. Like they especially about action movies.
The worst was, and it's not a movie, but the worst was on The Witcher, which we all loved and enjoyed. There were reviewers, who gave it a low score, but didn't even finish the 8 episodes. Like they finished like half of one and a half or 2 episodes, and then reviewed the whole thing and lied about watching the whole thing and got caught.
Well, and here's the thing. That's why I hope that people listen to our previous episode. Is that I understand how people may be confused about the first few episodes of The Witcher because it's disjointed, and I wish that all they had to do in The Witcher, if you make a fucking if they could have remade the whole series, is just put a date stamp.
Yeah.
When they switch from
Yen's backstory to
No, well, Yen's backstory is basically around the same time as Geralt. But then the main one is Ciri. Hers is like way in the future.
Yeah.
And like I think most people don't understand. That's why I broke it down like a couple episodes ago that there's 2 distinct timelines in the show. But it's not that bad to where the show is bad.
No.
It's just it might be a little confusing.
But what helps with that confusion is watching all the episodes.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean?
Like at the end, you're like, oh, I totally fucking get it now.
It all made fucking sense.
Yeah, not watching it is not going to help.
Yeah.
Like I finally finished watching Witcher, and like knowing that there were 2 timelines, it made sense to me.
Yeah.
But like once I got to the end, I was like, oh, okay, now it really made. Or it's probably like maybe halfway, maybe like episode 6 or so when you or maybe 5 where you learn that it's 2 different time zones.
What about them purple eyes and titties though?
Dude, I'm bad. Homie was fucking a hunchback girl. Bro.
Oh
Yeah. Like,
in
man.
in that tub.
But
He bought that stock low.
Yeah, he did. And a Witcher came up in there.
That shit turned to Google quick.
One crazy one thing with Yennefer is that for her, the special effects they use for her eyes, it's always the same. Like it's always like, are those really her eyes? Are those fucking contacts? No, that looks like her fucking eyes. Where everybody else, you can tell they're kind of wearing contacts. Like they really put budget into having her look the way she did.
You know what's crazy to me though? This is my like minor complaint about the whole fucking show. Why couldn't they make Geralt's eyes correct? However the fuck you want to say
the
his
cat
name.
eyes
The
or
Witcher. Why were his eyes not correct throughout the whole fucking season?
They were weird. I loved them when they did like the dark scenes, like where they were black.
Yeah,
they
that's
look great
cool,
then.
but
But the yellowish, it wasn't even a consistent yellow all the time. I get that.
Yeah.
I get that.
And it
That's
should have
fair.
had the cat eyes like
Yeah.
the whole time. Just like what the fuck?
Yeah. Well, you
Yennefer
know.
was that way too. Sometimes her eyes would be blue and sometimes would be purple.
But I thought that was on purpose.
Sometimes you can see like a black or the brown ring. Like when people wear contacts and
Yeah.
their pupil dilates, then you can kind of see their actual color.
No, but you
kind
can
of saw
just-
that sometimes.
You can buy. I can buy sclera fucking contacts right now to make me look like the correct eyes.
Didn't you get
for
the fucking
Sharingan
Uchiha? Yeah,
Yes.
Uchiha.
And my Sharingan eyes
Yeah.
were pretty fucking legit.
Yeah, I remember you wore
Yeah.
that for Halloween and shit. But I did. Speaking of Witcher, though, for news, I believe they're making an animated.
Yes.
Fucking what is it? A movie or?
Yes, it's gonna be a movie.
Series.
Dude, this
Movie
fucking
or
IP
series?
of The Witcher's blowing the fuck up. The game,
Yeah.
everybody's playing the game, replaying the game. People love the fucking Netflix series, and now we getting animated shit. Come on now.
Yeah. I mean, like I posted that they went from a book to a game to a TV series to a goddamn movie.
Yeah, man. So I'm happy.
So it's
I'm
gonna be
happy
called
for the IP.
It's gonna be called The Witcher: Nightmare of the Wolf. Which
Yeah, this
sounds fucking dope.
all this is amazing. Read the first book of The Witcher, Blood of Elves, and then after you're done with the book, be like, how the fuck did this become a fucking game, a show? Like, what?
Well, remember, CD Projekt Red was unknown. You know what I mean, too.
But,
So
like, read the first book.
yeah, no, I get you.
I'm gonna read the rest of them just for the fucking because I hate myself, I guess. But, like the first one, it wasn't the greatest book I ever read.
Yeah,
Honestly, it was dry. I mean, I understood everything,
yeah.
but it's not the greatest read.
Yeah.
So, but it's just the first one. Sometimes you have books where the first book isn't that great.
Well, the first game I haven't played. It's a PC only.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
the first game didn't look that great. Maybe it's in hindsight or whatever. But 2 and 3 looked great. 3 was amazing. I never played 2, but it looked good.
Well, apparently 2 still crushes computers. So,
Nice.
like as far as like if you set it up to like the highest graphic settings,
Yeah, it looks good, huh?
it can still crush your resources.
See?
So
There you
yeah.
go. PC weebs. All right. Are we gonna do some? What we got populating this week?
Well, I was
You mean
gonna
wrapping it
say,
up,
or-
well, I was gonna throw in here. You guys see the new trailer for Star Wars: The Clone War, the
Oh,
final
yeah.
season?
Yep, sure
I
did.
watched it.
Stitch, how about you on that?
Yeah, you
You excited?
Hard nah.
Oh.
So
What's,
yeah, it
what's a
looks-
harder nah? Birds of Prey or this Star Wars Clone Wars? What's a harder nah? Sorry.
Wow. I can look at Margot Robbie. Yeah.
Oh, damn. You
I don't
hate
even
Star
know
Wars
who's in this.
more.
Is
all-
Daisy in
He's
this?
all, how about
bullshit?
suicide?
Oh. All right, go ahead.
No, so the Clone Wars actually takes place between episode
2 and 3.
2 and 3, yeah.
2 and 3.
But yeah, we got a bunch of the cast members coming back. We got to see
Ahsoka Tano?
Ahsoka fighting the dude with
Darth
the,
Maul.
yeah, Darth Maul.
Is she a little older now?
Yeah, she's
She is
definitely a
older.
little
A
older.
little thicker now? All I've seen is the hentai, man. I don't know what to tell you.
No, she's
Is it-
not as thick yet. She is in Rebels, though.
Yeah, isn't she voiced by
Ashley Eccleston.
I thought she was voiced by somebody else.
No, she's Ashley Eccleston.
The night nurse from the what's
Rosario.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
Rosario wants to be her in live
oh,
action.
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
She's been campaigning for a minute to be live action Ahsoka.
Yeah.
So
See
my
that.
Canadian girlfriend,
Yeah.
who's somehow with Cory fucking lame-ass Booker. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, I don't get that shit at all.
Well,
How is she with Cory Booker?
he laying
What'd
that,
you
he,
see?
he laying that pipe. I don't
He
know.
wasn't funny as hell.
Wasn't she with that Andre dude?
Andre, yeah,
Andre
he
3000?
was.
Yeah,
No,
no.
Andre, the
The
comedian,
comedian.
the guy that's
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
Oh, Eric Andre.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There you go.
That
Listen
dude,
to
is,
him.
that dude is hilarious.
Listen, I'm fucking awkward too. All right. Just saying.
TV money work differently.
Yeah, it's pretty cool because we got to
I got
see
tech money.
what is it he do? Is he a basketball player, right?
No, god damn.
I don't know who she's
Cory
fucking dating.
Booker?
Yeah.
He's a congressman.
Oh, okay, never mind.
And Eric Andre is on Adult Swim.
I know. I don't like that dude.
God damn, what you got against him?
He's
not funny.
He's weird as fuck.
Yeah.
He is awkward.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Clone Wars. it's kind of cool because we get to see like people's take on like there's one of the clones are talking about how like us clones were mixed about this war. Like some of us want to be here, some of us don't. But the whole reason why we even exist is before this fucking war. So like their whole way of life is this war.
This is the way.
Yeah, and then we see Anakin kind of do a video screenshot with Princess Palpatine. Is that her name?
Oh no, Padme.
Padme. That's right. It just looks pretty
He
good.
said Princess Palpatine.
I can't remember her fucking name. It started with P.
Yeah,
Wouldn't that be Ray?
It's almost right, yeah.
that's Empress Ray.
I still haven't seen Star Wars. No.
Oh, you didn't see episode 9?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I gotta find time. It's like hard to see movies.
No,
It
okay.
is- you don't even got kids, bro. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, but I work a lot now.
Taking them photos.
Yeah.
Them lewds. Anyway, go.
No, it looks pretty good. I can't remember when they said it's gonna be actually come out to Disney Plus. But I think one thing that's funny is that on Disney Plus is saying that it's a Disney Plus original, which we all know is a fucking lie.
Yeah.
Well, Netflix did the same thing when season 6 came out. They said it was a Netflix original when it was really just the last
that
season.
season might have been.
Yeah, it's just that last season. Everything else was on Cartoon Network.
Of course.
Yeah.
And then
Wasn't it on Spike before then
no,
too?
it was Cartoon Network, then Disney XD once Disney bought, and then Netflix,
What-
and then
Was
now,
it the mini? Some miniseries was on Spike. Am I tripping? Am I tripping on that?
Maybe it was
Yeah,
Battle
I
for
think-
Endor.
I can't.
Ewoks?
Yeah, you're tripping, yeah.
I don't know.
But still, I mean, it's been on a few networks, and now that it's on Disney Plus, the latest season will only be on Disney Plus.
Well, supposedly Disney even takes like for the Simpsons and whatnot. Now they're going to remove the 20th Century Fox
Yeah, it's
or whatever.
so 20th Century Fox is going to be rebranded to 21st Century Studios.
I could they could just like literally rewrite history.
Yep.
That's hilarious.
They're
to me.
like,
Yeah.
fuck your couch.
Pretty much.
Fox never existed.
Almost. Because I guess when they bought Fox, they did not buy Fox News. So
No, it's
apparently-
kind of it's in a separate.
That's a plus.
Yeah, that's a
but it's in a
plus
separate like.
Yeah, because
entity.
So it still belongs to News Corp, who owned Fox previously, and they just bought their movie stuff.
Yes,
So
I would not want to own Fox News either. Sorry,
you?
somebody's car alarm's going off.
Might be you. Sorry about the horn.
yeah,
it's not yours.
that ain't- I'm at the top.
My car's nowhere near us, so
All right.
Who that?
Sorry about the annoying horn sound.
they
if you're
can't hear it
listening.
on the.
Oh,
I don't
good.
think so.
Yeah.
All right, let's wrap it on up. Goddamn it, Stitch, what you got populating this week
Let me think.
besides anticipating Birds of Prey?
Just gonna sort of obviously you got Storm's coming, so get ready, everything for that. I've been doing a lot of cooking doing a lot of recipes and stuff like that, just having some fun cooking. Made some chili. I've always wanted to cook chili, just like come up with like a good recipe, so I made some chili. That was really fun. And then I made some like hibachi rice, which was interesting because I was trying to find like good recipes for it because I was like, oh, I kind of want to go do some hibachi stuff, but I haven't.
Somebody fucked up with cars out there.
That's got me paranoid as fuck.
Keep going.
Yeah, so what I did learn is that hibachi rice, it's like old rice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it's normally like sits out for like maybe like 12, 16 hours or whatever kind of thing, which is really, really weird. But yeah.
So you just gotta watch more Food Wars, and then you'll learn
Yeah,
more about
exactly.
it.
The umami, the shokugeki, all that good shit. So.
What the hell?
Food Wars is the shit, man. That's a fucking etchy ass, nearly hentai fucking anime.
I know what it is, but it's just I haven't heard it in a while because he hasn't talked about it or watched it. And you have your own version of shokugeki. Which you haven't gotten back to.
I need to go hit up some more chicken spots.
You know,
and
once
everything.
Storm Arrival, that ain't gonna happen.
That's
for a
why
minute.
I'm gonna start getting do some more cooking. Just I might do a little cooking with Stitch or something like that once I get a nice little some baseline
no more
recipes.
complete meals, right?
No. that was struggle times.
Struggle plates.
Yeah, struggle plates are real.
Struggle plate season is the greatest thing ever. When you be posting about that shit, it's funny.
People know better now.
Old Ninja, what you got populating this week?
So I'm gonna watch me some Ruby. Hopefully, definitely watching this. Finishing up some Deathstroke, Knights and Dragons. Hopefully, they'll drop another episode this week. I'm gonna see. Still watching the DC Arrowverse stuff, even though Oliver Queen is dead. I haven't seen the current Arrow episode because it aired the other day. I'm gonna check it out. Weeb hunting for
Weeb
sure.
hunting.
Because I got Prodigy was up here talking shit that his master rank was higher than mine, and I had to go correct that. So now I jumped up a few levels, leveled up some shit, built me some new fucking weapons, more powerful.
You ain't shit.
We'll see about that. Weeb.
Know your fucking place, Strauss.
Finishing up some of these other games, and now that these other games got pushed back, now I can actually finish some of these games.
More time.
Yeah, so more time to do that, and I don't know if I'm gonna catch the Pro Bowl this weekend. We'll see. Nobody really gives a shit, but I
No,
might
all those
check it out.
loser ass teams like the Saints that aren't in the fucking Super Bowl.
Ain't.
Maybe your boy Joaquin can watch his trash ass New Orleans.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
I hear you've been talking.
I like how we low key or high key publicly shout out to our friends. You fucking suck still.
Yeah, shit, no,
Oh
it's
my
over.
God.
I
Fuck your
love it.
feelings.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's.
Oh,
All right, Blue, what you got?
That storm coming. That Niners win the Super Bowl. Whoo.
Oh boy, he gonna be a super
It's a
troll.
tsunami.
Blue, what you got?
So I'm definitely gonna start catching up on my Hero Academia and watch Almighty.
Oh my god, people are gonna get so mad right now.
I loved when you did that at Fanime, and people are just
Yeah.
like, if this motherfucker says that shit one more time.
People have me in fucking check. Swear to God, for the longest time I thought it was Almighty.
It was a lady too. It was a
Yeah,
woman, but she was getting
She
so
stood
mad.
up basically. She was just like, hey, quit that shit.
She was like unsheathing her knife. It was like, bro, if you say Almighty one more goddamn.
But yeah, I'm gonna catch up on that. Dude, I don't know why, but Smallville got their hooks on me. Like I finished
You're
it.
rewatching this shit.
I binge watched all fucking 10 seasons of. It's 22 episodes per season, so I watched 220 episodes of Smallville, and every episode was fucking great. I loved it all the way to the end. Even though we don't get to see him really become like Superman, like him actually in the suit, Tom Welling, it was still pretty fucking cool to see. But that's done and wrapped, so I can start catching up on other shit.
Like One Piece.
Like One Piece. I think I've only seen like maybe 3 episodes of One Piece. That's as long as fucking.
There's only
series.
1,000 episodes. You'll be good.
Yeah, but there's a bunch of shows on Hulu I'm trying to watch as well, animes. Can't remember the names of them, but there's one where it's TVMA, so it's a little bit of dope. But there's one where a guy like has a snake chick living with him, and then there's a horse chick living with him. There's like a half bird girl living with him.
Does he fuck them all?
Is this the
It's
Monster Girl one?
TVMA. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Yeah, I
Okay.
think it's that,
Yeah, that's a good one. They get
Yeah.
real etchy on there.
Oh, they do. Like, there's like even the first scene, like the guy, like he's sleeping with the snake chick, and I guess snakes are cold blooded or whatever, so they have to keep warm.
Yeah.
So she's like slowly strangling him to like warm her body back up, but it looks like, and she's like choking him out, like he's about to fucking pass out or whatever. And I guess her sensitive part is her tail.
Yeah.
So he like tickles her tail, like literally like going like this to her tail, and she like I guess has an orgasm, lets him go.
Then she busts.
Yeah.
The fan made fucking hentai on that is
I've seen that one.
ridiculous.
Yeah, that's why I was like, is this is this what I'm about to watch? But then there's another scene where the snake chick, her skin is scaling off, or like it's peeling, and he's like helping her peel it off. But every time he's like peeling it, she's like, oh my, like she's having like all kind of
Yeah.
fucking shit. But then it comes to the part where like she has a piece of skin like over her pussy, and he has to peel it off. That shit, I was like, what am I watching? This is great.
Oh yeah.
Fucking cool.
When you're done fapping off to that one, I did put it on there for the Golden Eggplant Award. One that we haven't mentioned all that much. The Promised Neverland is really good from last year. Watch that one.
Yeah, I gotta check it out too.
Go ahead, Kronos.
All right, February 7th. Y'all gonna do the opening gala with me? I'm doing VIP tickets, so.
I can't this
You-
year.
yeah.
You got an excuse, man.
Yeah, not the opening gala, but
I'm
during
not
the
gonna do the
week-
opening, but I'll go to some events
Yeah,
for sure.
I'm definitely going to some of the week events.
I'm a solo then. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to make it to some events, but I have something happening on that day.
That night?
I'll talk it off the cast.
All right.
Oh, shit,
Well,
secret
I
shit.
guess I'll be drinking alone again. Thanks, assholes. Anyway.
Yeah, I've gone every other year.
I know.
I forgot it happened this year.
No, it's all good.
We're just mad you didn't invite us to the secret beer group.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get one of your fucking black beer drinkers to go with y'all.
East Coast IPA loving motherfucker.
Yeah.
Should've
Y'all
never told
secret
y'all
hand,
Negroes anything. God damn it.
secret handshake your way to that fucking event.
Motherfuckers.
Y'all missing an important part. You should have just asked what the initiation was. As long as we're not in the circle, then it's all
Y'all
good.
didn't even make beer.
Okay.
Dude,
Anyway.
quick shout out to a podcast I listened to called Stuff You Should Know. They had an episode where they talked about the Black Wall Street murders or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
And they went into depth about it, and like, I mean, it was on Watchmen, and they touched on it in like the first episode, and it was crazy to see that happen. But like, they go into depth about it, like what Trigger did and everything behind it, because they don't teach this to you in school because it's something they like swept under the rug. And I thought it was super interesting. It's definitely like a Black history thing that somebody should know about. Like, knowing that people like it all happened in one fucking night where they just murdered a bunch of fucking people. Like, people were like breaking into like buildings, stealing guns to fight off people, and like the fact that people had like planes and actually were like flying over, bombing the city and shit like that. It's
Planes,
like, dude, that's fucking insane.
Yeah, people were jealous because other people had more money than them that they thought they didn't deserve their money, even though they worked hard for it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
fucking crazy.
Yeah,
All
shit was
bad.
fucked up.
And I think they just dropped this episode last week, so you can probably do a quick Google search for stuff you should know. And I think it was called the something massacre or something murders.
Black Wall Street Massacre.
No, it wasn't called that. It was a city that it happened
Tulsa
in. Tulsa. Yeah,
Massacre.
the Tulsa killings or something like
And
that.
now Tulsa just got a new, I guess, a new black chief of police that doesn't believe in racism, doesn't believe in like the. I guess they had like a black coalition of like officers, and he's just like fuck that. It's just like
Ooh.
my cousin. She lives in
Tulsa.
Oklahoma.
Is that the
Yeah.
one from online and Facebook that we haven't met? But
Yeah. Well, obviously I've met her. But
oh, okay,
yeah.
I haven't met her, but yeah.
Ife, yeah, she's one of my. I never talked about this before on the podcast, but I have very few family on like my dad's side. It's literally like I think it's like 2 people at this point.
Okay.
It's like me and my 2 cousins.
Yeah.
And like so it's like it's kind of weird, but yeah, she lives in Oklahoma. My other cousin, he lives in New York, and he's actually a journalist for the. God damn, I can't remember the newspaper. But he's a journalist.
Nice.
So it's interesting.
So the name of the
New
episode is
Amsterdam.
called
Nice.
Yeah.
the name of the episode is called the Tulsa Race Riots,
Nice.
Yeah.
and it's on Stuff You Should Know. You should definitely.
It's a
check
great
it out.
podcast.
I like how
Yeah.
they quoted race riots because it was just people that were jealous about people having money.
Yeah, because in the episode they talk about like it shouldn't be called like a race riot. It should have been called a race murder or manslaughter.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't a riot.
Massacre.
It
Massacre.
was a
Should've been
massacre.
called.
Yeah.
I ain't doing a goddamn thing but getting back on this master rank weeb dino hunting with my big ass hammer, Mjolnir, and fucking up these skulls, goddammit. And then I'm gonna watch a whole bunch more Naruto and see why motherfuckers was crying over Pervy Sage and shit. That's all I motherfucking got.
you'll
Oh, and
see.
hyping up Birds of Prey, goddammit. Just 2 more weeks. We about to do it.
I believe you're gonna be disappointed. I'm just saying.
It's gonna be it.
Setting yourself up for another L.
It's gonna be great.
Another
You're-
under 100 million
Go
weekend
for
for you.
I mean, hopefully it does good because I'm a fan of actually Birds of Prey, but this man ain't be it, bruh.
We will see. I will be honest. Here's the thing. I hyped up what's his name, Shazam, and I was disappointed on that one. So we'll see.
We'll see.
I'll be
I wanna
fair.
watch it.
I'll be fair on it. All right, take us out, old
You'll
ninja.
be fair on it.
You know me. I'm always unbiased.
Holy
You wasting our extra music.
Just check us out online with @BTHANBTIs, BTHANBTI on every single platform that's out there. You'll find us, and except for our official website,
We gonna find you.
BenHatProductions.com/BTHBTI.
And if we change your life, send us a letter. We'd like to hear about it.
Yeah, we'll
Hey,
read you
hey,
on
man.
there.
Yeah. Reach out to us. We'll reach back out.
We'll touch you.
I
the
haven't,
right
I haven't
spaces.
gotten a letter in the mail since they made like
Since
folded
Amazon?
remember when they folded letters in that special way? We get like
Oh,
pull
yeah.
out one tab.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
The origami
That's high
shit.
school.
Anyway, oh shit, we fucked up. All right, we're good. We're out of this bitch.